I reincarnated at the exact moment my righteous saint father forced me to kneel, accused me of colluding with demons, and prepared to steal the Dao bone in my chest for his favorite son. Splendid family reunion. Truly, the hospitality was criminal. The cicadas of Nine Nether Valley are gone. That prison should be screaming. Instead, I opened my eyes in the Shen family hall, staring at the people who destroyed my last life. Shen Quanglin, my father, an extreme Dao martial saint. Qin Yunxi, my mother, the immortal lord of Yayachi. My three sisters, Shen Hanchuang Shen, Ningsu, and Shen Qingyao. And my younger brother Shen Yuheng, smiling like this calamity arrived by royal appointment. I have been reborn. Before I can even breathe, Shen Quanglin roars, "You bastard, kneel down." His martial saint aura crushes me to the floor. My bones creak, blood rises in my throat. This man can kill an eastern sea flood dragon with one punch and kick a southern mountain giant ape to death. So making his own son kneel is light work. Charming, most paternal, a glowing commendation for emotional ruin. I do not beg. Last life I begged, explained, and pleaded. Shen Quanglin repaid me with 7 broken ribs. Qin Yunxi tells me to admit my mistake. My mistake, my lady, I have suffered many indignities, but this particular crime is not among my accomplishments. I was born the 4th son of the Shen family, then lost at 6 when enemies attacked the ancestral land. My parents fled north with my 3 sisters and left me behind in the chaos. I survived, hid my surname, and became a beggar for 12 years. I refused adoption because I believed my family had not abandoned me on purpose. Loyal, yes. Clever, absolutely not. 2.5 months ago, I finally returned to the rebuilt Shen family and discovered my parents had another son. Shen Yuheng, the pearl, the heir, the little jade prince carried around like imperial porcelain. I came home after 12 years of hunger, and somehow I was the embarrassment. Shen Quanglin said I lacked rules. Qin Yunxi let servants compensate me while she personally taught Shen Yuheng. My sisters looked at me like poverty was contagious. Then Shen Yuheng started. Old Yellow, the stray who once brought me half a steamed bun when I was starving, came home with me. He was not a pet. He was family. The next day, Shen Yuheng killed him and turned him into a meal. No joke, that was the first cracky. He said it was only a dog. Shen Hanchuang agreed. Shen Ningsu mocked me. Shen Qingyao said I should be grateful. Shen Quanglin punished me for bringing Old Yellow in at all. Behold the righteous path. Polished gates, rotten hearts, manners fit for a banquet. After that, Shen Yuheng framed me again and again. Shen Hanchuang's spiritual sword, Shen Ningsu's bath, Shen Qingyao's undergarments. Crude lies, instant verdicts, evidence apparently was for lesser households. Now he blames me for the mysterious deaths of several clansmen. He says I colluded with the demonic path to murder my kin, and Shen Quanglin believes him instantly. So I kneel under martial saint pressure while everyone waits for a confession. Last life I explained. I said I never saw those clansmen. I said I never colluded with demons. Qin Yunxi told me to speak, but she never believed me. Then they gouged out my Dao bones. Shen Yuheng had 17 Dao bones and needed mine to form the flawless Dao body. Mine sat near my heart. Taking it meant crippling me, maybe killing me. My sister said I was only losing 1 bone, while Shen Yuheng would lose his dream. Shen Quanglin said the Dao bone belonged to the Shen family anyway. Then they took it. After that, 9 nether valleys. Cicadas, lightning, fire, ice, 12 years of torment, and family visits only to remind me I should never have returned. So now, reborn in this hall, I finally understand the assignment. If they insist I am demonic, I shall be polite and become one. Shen Quanglin sees the hatred in my eyes and demands what kind of look that is. Apparently crushing your son is discipline, but your son looking annoyed is social collapse. I laugh and call him by his full name. I tell Shen Quanglin he is an extreme Dao martial saint of the righteous path, while I am supposedly a demonic path criminal. Since righteous and demonic paths cannot coexist, of course I look at him like an enemy. For 1 second, he hesitates. Then Shen Yuheng kneels beside me and performs the finest little brother theater. He tells father to calm down, says I did not mean it, then warns that if my words spread, the Shen family reputation will suffer. Translation: Father, preserve the family crest. That kills Shen Quanglin's tiny shred of pity. He slaps me through a wall. Rune-carved bricks collapse over me. My face is ruined, and most of my body breaks under the impact. Qin Yunxi takes 1 step toward me. Shen Quanglin tells her to stop. She stops. When Shen Yuheng made mistakes, she shielded him with everything. For me, one command turns the immortal Lord of Yachi into furniture. Exquisite, my sisters are pleased too because they have their own secret. Years ago, I sensed the coming attack and wanted to warn our parents. They stopped me when instead to claim credit, and before they could speak, the enemies arrived. My parents fled with them. I was abandoned. They stole my chance to escape. When I returned alive, they feared I might remember. Shen Ningxu had a medicinal pill that could erase memory, though targeting a specific memory caused the pain of 10,000 insects devouring the heart every night. They gave it to me anyway. To them, Shen Yuheng was their only brother. I was a beggar who should have stayed dead. Shen Yuheng's motive is simple. First, he feared I would steal affection. Then he learned I had a Dao bone near my heart, and I became a finely wrapped ingredient for his glorious little destiny. He begs father not to kill me. If I repent, he says, I can still be useful. Useful? Lovely word when someone is preparing to harvest you. Shen Quanglin calls him too kind and decides to dig out my Dao bone today. After that, I go back to Nine Nether Valley, kept alive so they can take my essence blood every month and nourish the bone for Shen Yuheng. My three sisters are delighted. Chen Yunxi looks guilty and says nothing. I laugh because the pattern is perfect. If I deny the demonic path, they tear out my future. If I claim the demonic path, they tear out my future. Different banquet card, same wretched feast. Shen Quanglin reaches for me. Then the sky turns red. A blood-colored phoenix smashes through the Shen family formations, tears through their experts, and dives into the family depths. On its back stands Mu Qinghan, Saintess of the myriad blood demon sect dressed in black and red, holding the blood-slaying spear like she has come to inspect the righteous path and find the staff wanting. She declares that if Shen Quanglin touches one finger of me, she will lead the myriad blood demon sect to destroy the Shen family. Now everybody is awake. Mu Qinghan has the stainless demon body, deep cultivation, and the blood-slaying spear, a supreme treasure that has killed plenty of righteous cultivators. She lands beside me, helps me up, and asks how I am. I say I am fine. Blood is pouring out of my mouth, so the evidence is weak. She feeds me the Wangsu Spring Returning Pill, a top-tier healing medicinal pill that heals wounds and repairs deficiencies. Shen Quanglin once tried to get one for Shen Yuheng and failed. So naturally, Shen Yuheng sees me eat it and nearly perishes from aristocratic envy. Shen Quanglin threatens to strike me from the Shen family genealogy if I swallow a demonic pill. Last life, I feared that threat. I refused the pill. I refused to leave with Mu Qinghan. Then they gouged out my Dao bone and buried me in Nine Nether Valley for 12 years. This life, I swallow it. Strike me from the genealogy. By all means, use your finest ink. He asks if I want to sever ties with the Shen family. Yes, the family I fought to return to was supposed to be warm. This one is cold, heartless, and unjust. Why cling to that? Mu Qinghan tells Shen Quanglin the truth. We were beggars together. I saved her. Later, the myriad blood demon sect discovered her stainless demon body and took her away. She asked me to join, but I refused because all I wanted was to return home. Since then, we had no contact. So why would I spend years trying to return, then suddenly collude with demons to murder Shen clansmen? I was clearly framed. Mu Qinghan calls Shen Quanglin a complete failure as a father. For half a breath, he almost thinks. Then pride enters the salon and has the thought escorted out. He says Shen Yuheng first suspected me, and Shen Yuheng is obedient and sensible, so how could he frame me? Marvelous, no evidence but plenty of confidence. I stop Mu Qinghan from arguing. Explaining to Shen Quanglin is like pouring tea into a sealed cup. Shen Quanglin attacks, Mu Qinghan shields me and retreats. A cloud of blood mist blocks the fist, and Yan Zuyu, current sect master of the myriad blood demon sect, appears. She tells us to go. Mu Qinghan summons the fire rain blood phoenix and pulls me onto it. Shen Quanglin orders me to stop. I stand on the phoenix, battered and barely upright, and tell him he is trying to kill me while still expecting obedience. I have severed ties with him and the Shen family. From now on, there is only hatred. And when I descend upon the Shen family again, I will destroy the entire family, leaving no one untouched by the debt. That shakes him, not from guilt, heaven forbid. He worries that if I leave and join the myriad blood demon sect, the Shen family will become a laughingstock. Reputation, his true eldest child. He calls Qin Yunxi to help kill me. For once, she hesitates and says I am still their son. Then Shen Yuheng attacks. He flies up on a flying sword and shouts that elder brother cannot leave. What he really wants is my Dao bone, and because the Wangsu Spring Returning Pill has not fully refined, he thinks he may still seize what remains of its power. He does not say that aloud. Even Refuse, when dressed in silk, understands court etiquette. He drives the flying sword at me. Mu Qinghan thrusts the blood-slaying spear and shatters it. Shen Yuheng spits blood from the backlash, and suddenly the Shen family remembers concern exists. My sisters rush to support him, check his injuries, and feed him healing medicinal pills. Qin Yunxi's eyes turn cold. Her precious Yuheng is hurt, so she summons her natal sword and sends thousands of streaks of sword chi at Mu Qinghan. I am inside the attack range too. Splendid, maternal affection with a generous radius of collateral damage. The 7 Grand Elders of the Myriad Blood Demon Sect reveal themselves and neutralize the sword chi. Shen Quanglin, furious over Shen Yuheng's injury, risks Yan Zuyu's attack and charges Mu Qinghan. Mu Qinghan could have avoided more of it. Instead, she protects me first. Her spear blocks most of the killing force, but Shen Quanglin's fist power still hits her. She is badly injured. I catch her, and for the first time in this life, the pain in my chest is not from broken bones. She says she is fine. She is not. Yan Zuyu's technique traps Shen Quanglin for a moment. Mu Qinghan's spear falls. I pick it up. I have only just reached foundation establishment. Normally, I should not even be able to hold the blood-slaying spear. But I grip it, pour in every strand of spiritual energy, and aim at Shen Quanglin. He panics and asks if I am committing patricide. I ask if a father may kill his son, but a son may not strike his father. He brought me into this world but did not raise me. He left me outside for 12 years, never trusted me, and treated me as a stain. What makes him worthy of being my father? Then I strike. The blood-slaying spear crashes into him like a blood-colored flood dragon and knocks him out of the sky. When the dust clears, the mighty extreme Dao martial saint is on the ground, clothes torn, chest wounded, his aura shattered. He is not dead, but I made him bleed. Me, a newly entered foundation establishment cultivator. The beggar son, the spare part, everyone is stunned. Same, honestly. I came for revenge, not a surprise balance patch. Shen Quanglin loses his mind and activates the Shen Family Protective Grand Array. His body swells to 100 zhang tall. His giant palm descends, crushing the sky and earth. He says we cannot leave. Yan Zuyu sacrifices a token. Runes spread, blood-colored light wraps around us. In the next instant, we vanish. Shen Quanglin's palm hits empty air. His confidence has now lost twice in one afternoon. He screams for the family to chase us. 10,000 miles away, we are already on the Fire Rain Blood Phoenix. Mu Qinghan thinks I am dazed from grief. She takes my hands and tells me it is all right. I still have her, but that is not why I am silent. When I injured Shen Quanglin, a cicada cry exploded inside my mind, and an ancient book appeared. 4 characters formed on its cover. Heaven-Devouring Demon Art. I know almost nothing about cultivation methods. I was abandoned at 6, never trained while begging, and ignored after returning home. So when the first line claims this art alone reaches the absolute peak, I raise an eyebrow. Powerful perhaps, humble absolutely not. Then I read further. The Heaven-Devouring Demon Art can increase cultivation, aptitude, and combat power by devouring and refining the life essence of living beings. It can extract souls and refine the 10,000 soul banner. At major achievement, it can swallow the 33 heavens and summon the 18 levels of hell with one wave of the banner. 9 Nether Valley, the cicadas, my rebirth, this book, they are connected. Then I reach the condition. To practice this art, one must first sever oneself. The heaven-swallowing demon Venerable who created it was born with a mortal body during a golden great age of prodigies and rare physiques. He killed all heroes, rose against heaven, suppressed the world, and stood alone at the peak. Because of that, only someone who returns to an ordinary true body can cultivate the heaven-devouring demon art. No special bloodlines, no special physiques, no special talents, and I still have my Dao bone. A Dao bone helps one harmonize with the great Dao. That is how I reached foundation establishment with no spirit stones, no spirit pills, no spirit medicines, and barely any training. But Shen Yuheng has 17 Dao bones, and still cannot match Mu Qinghan's stainless demon body. Even if he stole mine and formed the flawless Dao body, he would still fall short. So I do not hesitate. The Dao bone helped me survive. The heaven-devouring demon art may let me surpass peerless physiques. I do not sever it immediately. I need to verify the art first, and the Dao bone sits close to my heart. One mistake and my revenge exits before the curtain rises. I cannot die yet, not before Shen Quanglin, Qin Yunxi, Shen Hanchuang, Shen Ningxu, Shen Qingyao, and Shen Yuheng pay for everything. In my last life, they tormented me until no part of me remained whole. In this life, I will refine them all into the 10,000 soul banner. Mu Qinghan warns me that we are entering the 100,000 mountains. This is the South Baron, where demonic sects gather. 3 major demonic sects occupy the outer and middle regions. And the central region is so dangerous even martial saint and Mahayana old monsters avoid it. The outer regions alone have thunderous storms, lunar astral winds, purple miasma, and solar tribulation fire. Anyone can end a soul transformation cultivator. Delightful neighborhood, very suitable for lowering property values. Mu Qinghan shields me as the fire rain blood phoenix flies in. Yan Zuyu says the demonic path is weak, so they hide where righteous cultivators dare not come. But with Mu Qinghan, she believes the demonic path will rise and trample the so-called righteous path. Mu Qinghan worries because I came from a righteous clan. I tell her it is fine. Then I tell Yan Zuyu that from the moment I picked up the blood-slaying spear, I was already a person of the demonic path. She asks if I truly intend to sever ties with the Shen family and enter the demonic path. Absolutely. In my previous life, I stubbornly returned to the Shen family and begged for acceptance. Even when my father ignored me, my mother failed me, my sisters hated me, and my brother framed me, I believed sincerity would win them over. That stubbornness got my Dao bone gouged out and my body thrown into hell. This life I will be stubborn in the opposite direction. I am done begging for their smiles. Now I want the 3 ethereal souls and 7 corporeal spirits of every member of the Shen family. Yan Zuyu hears me choose the demonic path and immediately claps like she just recruited a weapon with childhood trauma and excellent murder potential. She accepts me as a disciple of the myriad blood demon sect and takes me under her tutelage. That makes me Mu Qinghan's junior brother. Mu Qinghan is delighted. She never thought the boy she once begged beside would end up in the same sect as her. Back then, after the myriad blood demon sect discovered her stainless demon body, she secretly watched over me but never appeared, because my whole dream was to return to the Shen family. If she helped me openly, the righteous clan would use that against me. So she protected me from the shadows. And yes, splendid irony, the demonic saintess treated me with more care than my actual family. I call her senior sister, and for 1 second it almost feels warm. Then I remember old yellows. I saved Mu Qinghan with half-esteemed Bun years ago, and she came back to save me. But old yellow saved me too, and I could not save him from Shen Yuhang. Rage surges, blood spills from my mouth. Shen Quanglin's slap was nearly fatal, and the Wangsu spring returning pill cannot repair me instantly. Mu Qinghan panics and sends true qi into me. Yan Zuyu sees the problem at once. My injuries are too severe, my cultivation is too low, and I drained myself using the blood-slaying spear. So she orders Mu Qinghan to take me to the 10,000 blood-flying immortal pool. An elder looks uneasy, because clearly this pool is not the sort of place one lends out like a spare chamber. Yan Zuyu gives him one look, and his opinion retires from public life. We fly to flying immortal mountains. Long ago, a cultivator supposedly opened the heavenly gate there and ascended, leaving behind sacred spring water. Later, the myriad blood demon sect claimed it, and renamed it the 10,000 blood flying immortal pool. Most subtle rebrand, very demonic. One imagines the plaque was engraved by a duke with tax problems. Yan Zuyu tells me to enter the pool, circulate my cultivation technique, refine the Wangsu spring returning pill, heal first, then choose a proper sect technique. The water is freezing at first. Then I circulate my technique, and the cold vanishes. Warm pure power flows into my body, repairing my injuries and meridians. Then Mu Qinghan notices what I am cultivating. The 100 grass cultivation art. Yan Zuyu's face turns complicated. It is the lowest level commoner technique. The sort of thing street cultivators scrape together when life has absolutely no sponsorships. Mu Qinghan nearly breaks. She remembers this is the same technique we found when we were beggars. She thought that after I returned home, the Shen family would give me the Jade Pool Heart Sutra or the Great Wu Nine Yang Art. But no, 2.5 months as the 4th young master of the Shen family, and I was still running on beggar-grade scripture. How distinguished. I tell her it is fine. I have seen the Shen family clearly now. That is a good thing. Then I ask her to introduce the myriad blood demon sect's cultivation techniques, because what I really want is information on the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art. She explains the sect's 3 major techniques: Taiyan Sky Demon Art, 9 Profound Dao-Slaying Sutra, and 10,000 Blood Demon Scripture. The strongest is 10,000 Blood Demon Scripture, and she does not recommend it. Cut back to the Shen family, where Shen Quanglin is losing composure with all the grace of a collapsing manor library. He asks whether they found me. A black-robed subordinate, Zhao Xianji, reports there is still no trace. Zhao Xianji is the man who brought me back 2.5 months ago, because at the time, my parents and sisters were too busy preparing Shen Yuheng's birthday to collect their long-lost son personally. Lovely, 12 years missing, and the prodigal son received courier treatment. Zhao Xianji actually pitied me. He saw the family despise me. The branch clans mock me and servants push me around, but he had no status to stop it. Shen Quanglin slaps him and calls him trash. He says if I join the myriad blood demon sect and hand over the Shen family's secret techniques, the family will suffer. Zhao Xianji gathers his courage and says I cannot hand over techniques I have never learned. The hall goes silent. He explains that I never entered the Shen family library pavilion. A few days earlier, he saw me cultivating the 100 grass cultivation art and asked why I was not using Shen family methods. I said Shen Quanglin never told me I could enter the library pavilion. That finally hits the room. Qin Yunxi asks Shen Quanglin what happened. He says that when I returned with Old Yellow and clashed with Shen Yuheng, he punished me to reflect and forbade me from going anywhere. He meant to take me to choose a technique later, but then he forgot. Qin Yunxi asks whether he ever treated me as a son. If he did not treat me like the fourth young master, how would I dare act like one? He argues, she cries, she says he convicted me without investigating. Then he throws the accusation back at her. He says if she loved me so much, why did she never care for me? She only feels guilty now because the 100 grass cultivation art makes her lose face. And when Shen Yuheng was hurt, her sword chi covered me too. The righteous couple has discovered accountability and immediately drawn it like a dueling pistol. Marvelous household. No notes. Qin Yunxi slaps him. She says she ignored me because she cared about Shen Yuheng, but Shen Quanglin despised me because I embarrassed him. Then she leaves in tears. Shen Quanglin, stung and furious, orders everyone out. Then he calls Zhao Xianji back and finally tells him to investigate whether I really colluded with the demonic path to murder my kin. Not because he trusts me, because Qin Yunxi called him a failed father, and his pride demands documents for the counter-petition. Back at the 10,000 blood-flying immortal pool, Mu Qinghan explains why she warned me away from the 10,000 blood demon scripture. It comes from the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art. That name lands in my chest. The Heaven-Swallowing Demon Venerable created that art, suppressed countless saints, founded the Heaven-Swallowing Demon Sect, then vanished 10,000 years ago. After a great war, the sect split into the myriad blood demon sect, the Maioyu Demon Sect, and the Undying Demon Sect. The complete Heaven-Devouring Demon Art disappeared. Only the simplified 10,000 blood demon scripture remained. Now I understand why I had never heard of it. I was a beggar from the current era, not a royal archivist with keys to the forbidden stacks. Mu Qinghan says the 10,000 blood demon scripture is still top tier, but like the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art, it requires a mortal body. Since I have a Dao bone, I cannot cultivate it unless I sever that bone first. She wants me to choose the Taiyan Heavenly Demon Art or the 9 Profound Severing Dao Heart Scripture instead. They are only slightly weaker and do not require me to gamble with my life. That makes my decision easier. If I choose the 10,000 Blood Demon Scripture, I can hide the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art behind it. I also get Yan Zuyu and Mu Qinghan to help sever the Dao bone safely, instead of attempting surgery like a penniless prince with a grudge and no physician. So I choose the 10,000 blood demon scripture. Mu Qinghan worries. Yan Zuyu laughs and approves. She warns me that I must first sever the foundation establishment cultivation I gained through the 100 grass cultivation art. The 9 realms run from chi refining to undergoing tribulation, and everyone is hard won. Severing foundation establishment will feel like every meridian snapping. Then comes the Dao bone. Yan Zuyu asks if I can endure it. I say yes. After 9 Nether Valley, that pain is not a warning. It is a mild notice from the household staff. I spend a day and night refining the Wangsu spring returning pill in the pool. By moonrise, my body returns to its peak, and a sealed memory comes back with it. Shen Ningxu, I remember now. After I returned to the Shen family, Shen Hanshuang, and Shen Qingyao fed me the poison pill that erased my memory of the ancestral land attack and erased the memory of them feeding me the pill. The nightly pain of 10,000 insects devouring my heart was the side effect. My righteous sisters knew exactly what it would do. They gave it to me anyway. Mu Qinghan sees my face change and asks if I am all right. I say I am fine, because there is no time to bleed emotion all over the floor. Later, my sisters can answer for it properly. Yan Zuyu gives me the 10,000 blood demon scripture and tells me to memorize it. After she severs my realm and extracts my Dao bone, I must immediately circulate the scripture. absorb spiritual chi, and guide the remaining pill power and pool energy to heal myself. Half an hour later, I have memorized it. Yan Zuyu prepares the blood-colored crescent moon above me and begins. Then gray mist appears beside the pool. An old man with a snakehead staff steps out, hunched, cloudy-eyed, and carrying the aura of a relic that filed paperwork to keep walking. This is Mo Yuhui, the undead elder sect master of the undying demon sect. Behind him are two disciples. One is Gan Gihu, a soul transformation late-stage cultivator. The other is Bai Ryuxu, a young foundation establishment cultivator with a folding fan and the face of someone about to be deeply annoying. Mo Yuhui claims this is the undying demon sect's undead flying immortal pond. Yan Zuyu says it has belonged to the myriad blood demon sect since ancient times. The 7 myriad blood elders step forward, auras rising. The atmosphere becomes less discussion and more ancient land dispute conducted with murder as a legal remedy. Mo Yuhui backs off slightly. He says he only wants to watch me sever my Dao foundation and excavate my Dao bone. He will not interfere. His people, however, start running their mouths. Gan Gihu mocks the 4th young master of a righteous family for coming to demonic territory to sever his Dao bone and cultivate a demon scripture. Mu Qinghan almost attacks, but he reminds her that if Yan Zuyu is disturbed, I may die. So she endures. Then Bai Ryuxu gets brave. He says I was treated worse than a dog in the Shen family, abandoned outside like a wild animal, toyed with by my younger brother and bossed around by servants. Mu Qinghan's spear glows red. I stay calm. Yan Zuyu praises my heart nature, because I am being mocked while she is cutting apart my realm and I still have not groaned. Then the true pain begins. My Dao foundation is severed. My foundation establishment cultivation is stripped away. Yan Zuyu reaches the Dao bone beside my heart with terrifying care, so careful that even the air feels tense. She asks if I can endure. I remember lightning whips, flame blades, ice spears, the nightly poison torment, and 12 years of 9 Nether Valley grinding my soul. Compared to that, this is nothing. I say this bit of pain is but a dusting of wind and frost. The pool goes quiet. Yan Zuyu is shaken. Mo Yuhui is impressed. Mu Qinghan's eyes fill with pain, because to her, if this is only frost and wind, then what did the Shen family do to me? Bai Ryuxu mocks me again and says I should survive first before acting impressive. Mu Qinghan points the blood-slaying spear at him. He immediately hides behind Mo Yuhui. Ah, the classic fan-waving genius. All perfume, lace cuffs, and no spine. Mo Yuhui shields him and warns Mu Qinghan not to disturb the critical moment. She has to endure again because I am the weak point. Yan Zuyu continues. The Dao bone resists, Dao patterns blazing, but she is a Mahayana cultivator. Crack, the bone is severed. The moment it leaves me, I do not circulate the 10,000 blood demon scripture. I circulate the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art. At low realms, the two look almost identical. Even an undergoing tribulation old monster would struggle to see the difference. The results, however, are not identical at all. Yan Zuyu only sees that I immediately remember her instructions despite the pain. Mo Yuhui praises my heart nature. Bai Ryuxu gets jealous enough to start boiling internally. Spiritual chi floods into me and forms a vortex. The Wongsu spring returning pill continues healing my wounds. 5 hours later, the injuries from severing my Dao foundation and digging out my Dao bone are healed. Then I refine the severed Dao bone itself. To most cultivators, that bone is a treasure. To me, now that I have the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art, it is fuel. My cultivation climbs. First level of chi refining. Second, third, all the way to the 9th level of chi refining. In 2 hours, after cutting away foundation establishment, I rebuild to the 9th level of chi refining. Yan Zuyu and Mo Yuhui both exclaim. Yan Zuyu realizes she did not recruit a barely acceptable genius. She found a treasure. Mo Yuhui looks pained because Yan Zuyu got to me first. I step out of the flying immortal pond and thank Yan Zuyu and Mu Qinghan. Then I look at Bai Ryuxu. He has been waiting for this. Foundation establishment against my 9th level of chi refining. In his mind, this is free applause. He walks over, folding fan in hand, and asks if I dare fight. I do not answer. I step forward. He smiles like a gentleman and tells me to be careful. But before he even finishes speaking, his folding fan releases 18 silver needles. Under the moonlight, they nearly vanish. These are the 18 hidden moon needles, made for night attacks and instant kills. Very refined, very cowardly, a gentleman's sneak attack with accessories. I dodge. The needles stab into the ground where I stood. Bai Ryuxu is stunned. I sense danger even as a 6-year-old with no cultivation. Now at 9th level Qi refining, his little moonlit needle trick is not enough. He switches tactics and sends a net of sword Qi down at me. This time I do not dodge. I raise my hand, spiritual Qi surges, and a blood-colored demonic banner manifests in the air. The 10,000 soul banner technique. Yan Zuyu is stunned. This is a Foundation establishment secret technique from the 10,000 Blood Demon scripture. I am only 9th level Qi refining, and I just received the scripture. By normal logic, I should still be reading the manual upside down. The banner snaps. Black smoke rises. Bai Ryuxu's sword Qi melts the moment it touches it. He finally realizes the fight has left the realm of easy lesson and entered career-ending mistake. Too late, I arrive before him with the 10,000 soul banner. Black smoke rolls out. He screams and the banner wraps around him. I clench my hand. Bai Ryuxu is refined until almost nothing remains. His soul appears in the banner but incomplete. One hand missing, half the right side of the head gone. Unsettling and honestly poor craftsmanship by my future standards. The 10,000 soul banner technique is still a Foundation establishment technique, and forcing it at Qi refining means the soul refining effect is imperfect. I need Foundation establishment as soon as possible. Fortunately, killing Bai Ryuxu and devouring him with the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art pushes me closer. Then thunder erupts above the pool. Mo Yuhui had tried to strike me down when I killed his disciple, but Yan Zuyu blocked him. Now that Bai Ryuxu has been refined, Mo Yuhui cannot sit still. He battles Yan Zuyu, but he is no match for her and finally flees with Gan Gihu. Yan Zuyu does not pursue. The undying demon sect is still powerful, and tonight is not the night to start a full sect war. I apologize to Yan Zuyu. She waves it off. She says we are a demonic sect. A demonic sect kills without asking for reasons. If I simply disliked Bai Ryuxu and killed him, that would be fine. And he was the one who insulted me first anyway. The 7 elders laugh and praise me. They say I brought honor to the myriad blood demon sect, and in the future I can kill whoever I want. They will protect me. I thank them, and for once my smile is real. Following your heart and clearing your thoughts feels excellent. No fake righteous rules, no public morality theater, no begging hypocrites for permission to exist. If this is the demonic path, then frankly, the so-called righteous path requires a better herald. Then Yan Zuyu summons a black bead. The 7 elders immediately recognize it, the 10,000 soul bead. Yan Zuyu gives it to me because I have already used the 10,000 soul banner technique. And if I want to refine a true 10,000 soul banner, this bead will help tremendously. Normally, I would need nascent soul realm to refine one. With the 10,000 soul bead, peak Foundation establishment is enough. The elders are openly envious. One even says he begged Yan Zuyu for it for ages and got nothing. She shuts that down with one look. I bow and thank her. Then Yan Zuyu tells me to go back with Mu Qinghan. Mu Qinghan freezes. I am staying at her place. Yan Zuyu coughs twice, puts on her most dignified sect master face, and says the myriad blood demon sect does not have many spiritual mountains available for cultivation recently. So for now, Mu Qinghan and I will have to live together on Zuyan. Pickers. Ah yes, a grand ancient demon sect with world-shaking elders, priceless treasures, forbidden pools, and somehow no spare room. Entirely believable. Let no soul question revered masters' housing arrangements. Zuyan Peak turns out to be half eternal snow, half raging lava, which is an absurd landscape until you remember Mu Qinghan lives there. Her name matches the snow, her flame demon prison-suppressing martial emperor scripture matches the fire, and the whole mountain basically said, yes, this woman needs dramatic architecture. Her immortal cave sits halfway up the snowy side, built from lava fire ore. A red-hot little building in a white world. Tasteful, terrifying, very do not knock unless you brought a blood oath. Mu Qinghan shields me from the cold, and admits there are actually plenty of other spiritual mountains in the myriad blood demon sect. I know, Yan Zuyu only said there were no rooms because she wanted us living together. Mu Qinghan blushes and asks why I did not refuse. I ask why I should, because I am happy being with senior sister. That flusters her completely. Demonic path Saintess, terror of righteous cultivators defeated by one sentence. Splendid, no spear required. Inside, she gives me the empty room Yan Zuyu used when she guided her cultivation. While she tidies it, I ask about martial arts, because Mu Qinghan does not walk the immortal cultivation path. She explains quickly, immortal cultivation has 9 realms, from Qi refining up to undergoing tribulation. Martial arts also has 9 realms, and from the 5th realm onward the titles are Martial Arts Grandmaster, Great Grandmaster, Martial King, Martial Saint, and Martial Emperor. The prison-suppressing martial emperor once had a stainless demon body and created the flame demon prison-suppressing martial emperor scripture. Mu Qinghan has the same body. The myriad blood demon sect has an incomplete manual, and Yan Zuyu put her on the martial path. Then Mu Qinghan tells me the first floor has cultivation books, and the scripture library on Kaioshin Peak is open to me whenever I want. Imagine that. A demon sect gives me library access before my blood family does. The righteous path remains committed to looking dreadful in every comparison. She brings me a quilt from her own room, one Yan Zuyu prepared for her years ago. She says she washed it and asks if I mind. I do not. I sleep with its faint fragrance around me. Late at night, Mu Qinghan stands outside my window and watches me sleep for an hour, smiling softly. If I am welled, she is happy. Then she leaves in silence. Cut to Yinhun Mountain, territory of the undying demon sect. Gangihu is cultivating in thick ghostly mist, absorbing soul energy from black vapors and nearing the 8th layer of soul transformation. He is very pleased with himself for roughly 3 seconds. Then Mu Qinghan's blood-slaying spear comes for his throat. Gangihu panics, uses a talisman to flee, and throws out 2 magic treasures. The spear breaks through them like porcelain under a royal carriage. He forms a skull from black mist and barely knocks it back, only for Mu Qinghan to catch it and attack again. Gangihu is 5 minor realms above her. Unfortunately for him, she has the stainless demon body, which makes that gap about as meaningful as a paper crown in a thunderstorm. Her second thrust breaks his skull technique, punches through his talismans and magic treasures, then lands cleanly. He only manages to ask why. Mu Qinghan gives him no answer. His divine soul collapses and he dies. Why did she kill him? Because while Yan Zuyu was severing my Dao bone, Gangihu mocked me for being a righteous family's 4th young master who came to demonic territory to cultivate a demon scripture. Was the insult fatal? No. Did I care? Not really. Did Mu Qinghan care? Deeply, violently, and with excellent follow-through. Meanwhile, back at the Shen family, Shen Quenglin is still screaming for people to find me. Zhao Zianji reports that the northern frontier search found nothing, and I may already have left. Shen Quenglin smashes a dark iron purple leaf wood table into powder, and gives him 10 days to find me and investigate whether I truly colluded with the demonic path. After leaving, Zhao Zianji speaks with a young man named Wei Qiyuan. He admits he already found clues about the murdered clansmen, but he does not dare report them, because the trail leads to Second Master Shen. That is Shen Quenglin's younger brother, Shen Moen, a respected figure who helped rebuild the Shen family after the ancestral land disaster. Accusing him is not merely dangerous, it is court suicide with extra paperwork. Wei Qiyuan guesses the truth. Shen Moen is close to Shen Yuheng, so perhaps he framed me on Shen Yuheng's behalf. Zhao Zianji does not know what to do. If he tells the truth, he may die. If he lies, the blame stays on me. And he still remembers the day he brought me home, wearing rags but full of hope. The poor man has discovered morality while employed by the Shen family. Awful career timing. Cut to Wudong Court, Shen Yuheng's courtyard. When I returned home, I got a cramped little room. Shen Yuheng has the 2nd largest courtyard in the family, filled with spirit-gathering wudong trees, spirit-gathering formations, and daily enlightenment tea. I never saw one enlightenment tea leaf in 2 months. He drinks 9 leaves a day like a tiny prince hydrating on destiny. Across from him sits Shen Moen, his second uncle, acting humble enough to polish the floor with his forehead. Shen Yuheng asks about the investigation, and Shen Moen says Zhao Zianji has probably traced it to him but does not dare speak. The blame is still pinned firmly on me. Shen Yuheng is pleased. He tells Shen Moen to watch Zhao Zianji and know what to do if Shen Quenglin truly finds something. Then he asks about Shen Moen's son, Shen Huiming, who is due back from the southern barons in 2 months. Shen Yuheng promises that when Shen Huiming returns, he will ask father to reward him heavily for expanding Shen family influence there. And now the map becomes clearer. The Shen family used to rule from Central Province, the only truly fertile place in Qingming Dao Province. After the disaster, they rebuilt in the north border. In recent years, Shen Quenglin reclaimed resources from branch families, including the Tianyuan Mountains, a rich range that once belonged to Shen Moen. Shen Moen wanted them back, but could not fight Shen Quenglin, Qin Yungxi, and their talented children directly. So he attached himself to Shen Yuheng. When Shen Yuheng asked him to murder a few clansmen and blame me, he agreed without hesitation. His wife, Zhu Yulian, says I am pitiful. Shen Moen says I simply had bad luck. In his eyes, some are born to trample and some to be trampled. I was left behind because I was born lowly. Very noble philosophy from a man drinking in the shade, while others die outside in the heat. Back on Zuyan Peak, I wake naturally and hear movement outside. Mu Qinghen is training in the blizzard with the blood-slaying spear. When she sees me, she plants the spear in the snow and says, "Zai Ojai, let's go. I'm taking you to kill someone." Elegant morning plan. No breakfast, straight to homicide. The demonic path runs a tight schedule. The target is Shen Huiming. Technically, he was my cousin. I correct her was. I have severed ties with the Shen family. He is no longer my cousin, and I said I would destroy that family. I meant it. Mu Qinghen asks whether I am willing to kill him even though he has no personal grudge with me. There is no need for a grudge. The Heaven-Devouring Demon Art makes me stronger by killing. Shen Huiming's surname is Shen. That is enough. If he wants someone to blame, he can blame his luck. We head to Kangzhou City, near the 100,000 mountains in the southern wilds. Outside the city, Shen family workers fight Yao beasts, clear miasma, and collect goo insects under brutal heat. Many are injured, some are near collapse. They do the dangerous work because they are not real Shen family members. Inside the city, actual Shen family members enjoy wine, meat, music, and comfort. Shen Huiming lounges in a pleasure house and ignores reports of goo insect outbreaks and heavy guard casualties. His response is simple. Who told them to have bad luck and not be surnamed Shen? The surrounding Shen disciples laugh. Then Mu Qinghen's blood-slaying spear falls from the sky. The pleasure house explodes. Dust rises, screams erupt. Shen Huiming flies into the air furious until he sees Mu Qinghen. Then fury meets common sense and immediately loses. He tries to announce that he is from the North Border Shen family. Mu Qinghen does not care. She thrusts her spear like a dragon and pierces him through. She does not kill him. She leaves him for me. Shen Huiming crashes down badly wounded. He recognizes me from the rumors and tries the family card. He says he is my cousin, says he even held me when I was a child and asks to talk. My 10,000 soul banner rises above me. He asks why I want to kill him when we have no grudge. I answer with his own logic. Who told you to have the bad luck of being surnamed Shen? The 10,000 soul banner descends. Shen Huiming is refined before he can resist. I walk to the collapsed pleasure house, where life essence still lingers, and use the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art to absorb what remains. Black mist flows into me, but I am still short of foundation establishment. So I use a flight talisman and rise into the air. One of Shen Huiming's protectors, Shen Lingfeng, curses me as worse than a beast. He was not born Shen, but earned the surname through service to Shen Moen and was ordered to protect Shen Huiming. Now Shen Huiming is dead, and Shen Lingfeng cannot reach me because Mu Qinghen stands in his way. He should not have cursed. Mu Qinghen points her spear and a crimson force surges. Shen Lingfeng is at the 8th level of soul transformation, but even he cannot block her full force strike alone. Another soul transformation cultivator helps him, and together they barely stop her, then use a talisman formation to trap her. Shen Lingfeng orders 32 cultivators to kill me. Foundation establishment, core formation, and nascent soul cultivators attack together. Flying swords, pagodas, talismans, frost, flames, thunder. A whole noble fireworks show, except all aimed at my head. Shen Lingfeng laughs, saying Mu Qinghen can only watch me die. Mu Qinghen sneers. She calls them stinking fish and rotten shrimp. And she is correct. Black mist erupts around me. I hold the 10,000 soul bead in one hand and the 10,000 soul banner in the other. Within Tenjiang, all tangible things are corroded and refined. The 32 attacks vanish the moment they enter the mist. Then I summon souls and underworld soldiers from the bead. I give one order, kill them. The souls and soldiers charge. The foundation establishment cultivators fall in a single clash. Golden core cultivators follow. The remaining nascent soul cultivators are swallowed by black mist and drained, while Shen Lingfeng watches. This is the 10,000 soul bead. It helps my cultivation, and even before foundation establishment, it lets me crush cultivators below soul transformation. I keep absorbing. The black mist spreads toward the Shen family residences in Kangzhou City. At least 1,000 people are there. Today, I use their souls and life essence to build my supreme Tao foundation. Shen Lingfeng screams that I am beyond forgiveness. I look at him and ask if this is what he calls beyond forgiveness. Then I move above the residences. Inside, the Shen family people kneel and beg. They say we share a surname. They say we are the same clan. I have heard enough from family. Shen Lingfeng panics because his disciples, wife, and children are inside. He tries to break away and kill me, but that frees Mu Qinghen from the formation. Her blood-slaying spear blocks him. Those who hinder me die. I trust her completely and leave my back to her. While she suppresses the two soul transformation cultivators, I activate the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art and the 10,000 soul bead. Black mist pours down like a sea. Souls, skeletons, and underworld soldiers sweep through the residences. Cries rise into the sky. I feel no pity. Bloodlight rises and merges into me. Spiritual power boils in my dantian. The life energy from Shen Huiming, the 32 cultivators, and the thousands in the residence condenses into a red jade drop of Foundation Establishment liquid. I officially step into Foundation Establishment. For righteous cultivators, Foundation Establishment liquid is usually white, turning closer to gold the purer the foundation. For demonic cultivators, stronger means redder. Red as deep as jade means a flawless demonic path Dao foundation, something usually only prodigies with special physiques can form. But I cut away my Dao bone and return to mortal body. The Heaven-Devouring Demon Art still gives me a flawless foundation. And this is only the beginning. If I devour enough special physiques later, I can go beyond perfection itself. I laugh toward the sky and devour faster. Foundation Establishment Level 1, Level 2, Level 3, all the way to Foundation Establishment Level 7. Shen Lingfeng is horrified. I arrived at 9th level of Qi Refining, and in less than an hour I reached Foundation Establishment Level 7. Even for a demonic technique, that speed is indecent. Downright improper. The Cultivation Etiquette Committee is fainting in silk gloves. But I am disappointed. Too slow. I refined 32 cultivators and thousands of Shen family people, yet only reached Foundation Establishment Level 7. My foundation is solid and perfect, yes, and my combat power now exceeds ordinary cultivators of the same realm. Even without a special physique, I can fight across realms. Still, the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art's normal conversion is inefficient. Kill first, absorb afterward, and too much life essence is wasted. If I could directly perform a living sacrifice, I immediately stop myself there. The Heaven-Swallowing Demon Venerable rose from nothing, suppressed all saints, and dominated an era. If living sacrifice and blood refining were that simple, surely he would have written them into the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art himself. I may be reborn, but I am not arrogant enough to think I outsmarted the ancient monster who turned history into his footstool. There has to be a reason. I can check the ancient records after returning to the Myriad Blood Demon Sect. For now, two soul transformation cultivators are still standing in front of me. Shen Lingfeng notices my gaze and instantly understands the menu has changed, and he is now the next course. He calls me an animal. Very bold language from a man calculating how quickly he can flee. He and the other soul transformation cultivator turn to run, but Mu Qinghan's spear shadows seal the area. They barely restrained her with talismans before. Now that their courage has packed its luggage, they are full of openings. I block Shen Lingfeng's path with the 10,000 soul bead and refine his companion first. 8th level of Foundation Establishment. Shen Lingfeng freezes. His ally was laughing with him hours ago, and now he is another offering to my cultivation. I press him down with the 10,000 soul banner behind me, where the souls of his family flicker in the black mist. Since we are all speaking of family, why not reunite properly? Shen Lingfeng is refined into the banner too. 9th level of Foundation Establishment. Then the 10,000 soul bead rises and merges with the 10,000 soul banner. The banner, which was only spiritual power before, becomes a real magical artifact. The black mist surges and the souls inside roar. The two soul transformation spirits I just refined can still display soul transformation combat power inside the banner. With this, I can suppress early-stage soul transformation cultivators, fight middle-stage ones, and even escape from late-stage soul transformation if I sacrifice those two spirits. Very refined, very practical, the banner has officially entered noble society. Then I form my cores. The 9 red jade drops of Foundation Establishment liquid in my dantian merge and condense into a pill. It is not golden like ordinary golden cores. It is deep red, almost black, with strange patterns shifting across it like countless souls pressing beneath the surface. This is Golden Core Stage, 1st level, and with this core, I should be able to defeat Shen Yuheng one-on-one. He has 17 Dao bones and can fight across realms, but I have the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art, a mortal body rebuilt from scratch, and a grudge polished to imperial standard. I want to return to the Shen family immediately, and invite my dear younger brother into the 10,000 soul banner. Regrettably, the whole Shen family is still too dangerous. I can fight soul transformation now, but charging into the north border openly would be less revenge and more dramatic suicide in formal robes. Mu Qinghan tells me we need to leave Kangzhou City before experts from nearby major cities arrive. On the way back to the 100,000 mountains, I look down at the forest below and notice something. Cut to the north border, where Qin Yunxi wakes from another nightmare. In the dream, 6-year-old me asks why she left me behind. Then adult me appears, accusing her of never believing me, never protecting me like Shen Yuheng, and forcing me into the demonic path. She wakes sweating and tells herself it was only a dream. Surely I am too kind to become an enemy of the Shen family. Then a maid rushes in with news from the southern barons. Of the 9 Shen family teams sent to build influence there, the team led by Shen Huiming was destroyed by me. Qin Yunxi refuses to believe it and hurries to the meeting hall. Meanwhile, Shen Moen is calmly drinking tea and lecturing a servant about composure, until the servant tells him Shen Huiming is dead. The man's manners evaporate instantly. He grabs the servant, panics, and runs to the meeting hall. So much for never lose your composure. His lordship has misplaced the entire philosophy under the carpet. In the meeting hall, Shen Quanglin watches the image and sound recording talisman. It shows Shen Huiming's end, and his rage shakes the heavens. Without the Shen family grand array, his aura alone would have damaged half the estate. Shen Moen arrives, sees his son's end, and collapses in grief. Shen Quanglin promises to capture me and hand me over to him. Qin Yunxi arrives just in time to hear that and stops him. She asks whether I would survive if handed to Shen Moen. Shen Quanglin says I committed a monstrous crime and deserve death. Qin Yunxi finally says what she should have said earlier. She has dreamed that I was framed, that they forced me into the demonic path, and that they failed me from the beginning. They abandoned me, neglected me after I returned, and drove me to this point. She begs Shen Quanglin not to kill me after bringing me back. For a moment, he softens. Then Shen Moen kneels and reminds him it was not just Shen Huiming. Over 1,000 Shen family disciples also suffered in Kangzhou City. There goes the softness. Out the window, escorted by family politics. Shen Quanglin says he must be fair to the Shen family. Qin Yunxi fires back that I am also surnamed Shen, and he always pushes me out whenever something happens. She calls him unfit to be a father, then leaves 2 orders. Do not hand me to Shen Moen and investigate whether I was framed. Shen Quanglin is speechless, mostly because he wants to remind her she was silent when I was kneeling in that same hall. Then Shen Yuheng performs. He kneels and says everything began because he suspected me without proof. He asks father to punish him. Shen Quanglin immediately lifts him up and says there is no need. He lists every old frame-up like it is evidence. Old Yellow, the spiritual sword, the bathing accusation, the undergarments. To him, Kangzhou City proves Shen Yuheng was right from the start. Shen Yuheng then asks to investigate the matter himself, supposedly to ease mother's heart and clear my name. The acting is exquisite, a court performance with poisoned sleeves. Shen Quanglin agrees and praises him, saying if I had even 1,000th of Shen Yuheng's character, that would be enough. Inside, Shen Yuheng is delighted. If someone else investigates, they might discover Shen Moen's role. Zhao Zianji is already dangerously close to the truth. But if Shen Yuheng controls the investigation, he can remove Zhao Zianji and make sure the blame stays nailed to me forever. Back on Zuyan Peak, Mu Qinghan and I return to find Yan Zuyu waiting with the expression of a teacher whose students set fire to the academy and came back asking about dinner. She says Mu Qinghan has 2 crimes: taking me to Kangzhou City without permission and breaking into Yinhun Mountain to kill Gan Gihu. I freeze. Mu Qinghan killed Gan Gihu last night too. Yan Zuyu asks why she risked her life for that. Mu Qinghan answers calmly, Gan Gihu mocked me. Yan Zuyu and I both have to think for a while before remembering the mild jab he made at the flying immortal pond. Yan Zuyu says that barely counted as mockery. Mu Qinghan says it counted. He looked down on me and that was enough. When Yan Zuyu says one should judge by actions, not thoughts, Mu Qinghan replies that she and Gan Gihu are demons, not gentlemen, so that saying does not apply. Good heavens, senior sister brought legal theory to murder court and won on a technicality. Yan Zuyu gives up. She did not come to punish us. She came to warn us. We are her disciples, many people want us dead, and if we go out freely, we could be hunted down. Next time, we need to tell her so she can ensure our safety. I thank her, then tell her there is something I want to do. I want to return to the Shen family of the north border and settle accounts with Shen Yuheng. Yan Zuyu frowns. I am golden core now, but Shen Yuheng has 17 Dao bones and is practically invincible among ordinary cultivators of the same realm. The north border is also his territory. Going back is dangerous. I do not argue. I looked down at the yellow mountain search dog rubbing against my leg. After leaving Kangzhou City, I saw this dog being chased by goo insects in the forest. It looked like Old Yellow, but it was not him's. It had exotic blood and could search mountains for treasures, especially goo insects. It had led the Shen family to a goo insect nest, but when the nest proved too dangerous, they abandoned it. I saved it, Mu Qinghan, and I named it Huang's. Looking at Huang makes me think of Old Yellow. My thoughts will not settle unless I go back. Even if I cannot kill Shen Yuheng yet, I need to collect interest. Yan Zuyu understands. Demonic path cultivators follow their hearts and seek clear thoughts. If my thoughts are unsettled, it will hinder my cultivation. So she agrees, but she cannot come. Mu Qinghan killed Gangihu, so the undying demon sect may retaliate. We also erased one Shen family team in the southern wilderness, so the other 8 teams may join righteous sects to pressure the myriad blood demon sect. Yan Zuyu and the 7 elders must guard the sect. What she can do is use the Heavenly Horizon token to open a long-distance teleportation array, send us near the north border Shen family, and bring us back when we want to return. That is enough. I will leave tomorrow. Before that, I need one more tools. In my palm rests a pitch-black insect, the 4th turn shadow goo from Huang's nest. It can conceal aura and dive into shadows, which makes assassin organizations adore it. Useful but not enough. The Shen family is a colossus. If I rely only on a 4th turn shadow goo, Shen Quenglin may detect me the moment I appear. I need to refine it into a 5-turn shadow demon goo. That version erases my aura at the source and turns my body into shadow. Anyone below martial arts great grandmaster or void refinement will not see me once I enter darkness. The visual hiding is pleasant, very theatrical. The real prize is aura disappearance. If Shen Quenglin cannot detect my aura, I can reach Shen Yuheng. To refine the 4th turn shadow goo into a 5-turn shadow demon goo, I need another goo, the 4th turn soul devouring goo. Mu Qinghan Herd 1 appeared in Liuxiu Mountain a few months ago. Huang can track it, and with Mu Qinghan and me blocking it, we have a chance. So after a short rest, we head to Liuxiu Mountain with Huang. Liuxiu Mountain sits in the buffer zone near the 100,000 Mountains central region. No single sect controls it, which means everyone troublesome may stroll in like they own the carpet. And someone already has. A group of women from the Maya-Oyu demon sect are there, graceful, charming, and dressed to weaponize distraction. Mu Qinghan says their pink charm marks identify them, and their techniques specialize in charming the minds of men. She watches me carefully. I do not react. She asks if I am not tempted. I ask by what. She says they are beautiful. I tell her beauty eventually returns to dust. To me, they are only souls in painted wrapping. Mu Qinghan grows nervous and asks whether she is the same. I answer immediately, she is different. And just like that, the saintess who can face martial saints with a spear almost melts on the spot. Royal decree, senior sister is not immune to compliments. Huang barks. The 4th turn soul devouring goo appears, palm-sized and spider-like, leaping from the miasma. It releases gray mist and instantly defeats a nascent soul demon tiger, then begins absorbing its essence. Before it can finish, 7 nascent soul women from the Maya-Oyu demon sect surround it. They have waited for days with 7 expensive one-use talismans, and rosy light locks Liuxiu Mountain into a sealing cage. The soul-devouring goo struggles but cannot break free. The red-dressed woman leading them subdues it and pulls it into her hand. Then I strike from the shadows. A spiritual sword lands cleanly, and before she can react, I take the 4th turn soul-devouring goo from her palm. The 10,000 soul banner appears, and she is refined into it. The remaining 6 women see Mu Qinghan step from the shadows, and realize the myriad blood demon sect has arrived. They do not get to finish their accusation. I summon Shen Lingfeng's soul transformation spirit from the banner. The 6 women exhaust every method they have, but under soul transformation pressure, they are suppressed in moments and thrown at my feet. They beg for mercy and offer to serve me as cauldrons. I am not interested. One wave of the 10,000 soul banner, and 6 more nascent soul spirits enter the banner. Very persuasive sect diplomacy. Brief, effective, and absolutely not suitable for polite society. I refine the 4th turn soul devouring goo, then return with Mu Qinghan to Zuyan Peak to fuse it with the 4th turn shadow goo. Even orthodox goo cultivators have poor odds when fusing goo insects. The 10,000 blood demon scripture method would give me maybe a 1 in 10 chance, and failure would waste both rare 4th turn goo and ruin my plan to enter the north border. But I am not using the 10,000 blood demon scripture. I use the goo fusion technique from the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art, raising the chance to 60%. Still, one mistake ruins everything. I focus completely. Time passes. The crescent moon climbs. My shadow flickers across the room like something alive. Then I open my eyes. The 5-turn shadow demon goo is complete. Mu Qinghen is happier than if she had broken through herself. I thank her because both goo came through her help. Then she tells me to test it. The 5-turn shadow demon goo does 3 things. Makes my aura vanish, turns my body into shadow, and grants the talent Necrotic Extraction. Necrotic Extraction refines my spiritual power every time I capture a soul. The stronger the soul, the greater the refinement. Since my 10,000 soul banner already holds over 1,000 souls, this talent fits me indecently well. I immediately begin. By the time the crescent moon is about to set and the morning sun is rising, I finish refining my spiritual power over 1,000 times. Spiritual power refinement does not directly raise cultivation, but mine still climbs from Golden Core Stage Level 1 to Golden Core Stage Level 2. Only one level, yes, but my combat strength surges. Without even using the 10,000 soul banner, I am confident I can defeat a nascent soul cultivator with one hand. Yan Zuyu arrives and praises me. I caught the 4th turn soul devouring goo, successfully fused the 5-turn shadow demon goo, and adjusted faster than expected. She tells me to rest and reach my best state. Then she will use the Heavenly Horizon token to send us near the north border Shen Family. 1 hour later, I am ready. Yan Zuyu warns Mu Qinghen and me to be careful. Then she activates the token. Runes whirl around me, Mu Qinghen and Wang. In the blink of an eye, we vanish from Zuyan Peak and head straight for the Shen Family of the north border. Cut to the North Territory, inside Zhao Ziyanji's commander's courtyard. Zhao Ziyanji is pacing like a man arguing with his own conscience and losing on points. He keeps telling himself to stop investigating me. I am not his relative, not his friend. My parents did not care enough to investigate. The whole Shen family already decided I colluded with the demonic path. And after Kangzhou City, the charge looks even easier to believe. He could walk away, then he keeps digging anyway, and he finds the truth. The one who used demonic path methods to harm Shen clansmen was not me. It was Shen Moen himself. Not a subordinate, not a hired hand. Second Master Shen personally did it. At first, that makes no sense. Shen Moen is too high up to bother with low-ranking collateral clansmen. Then Zhao Ziyanji follows the chain. Shen Moen is close to Shen Yuheng. Shen Yuheng hinted those deaths were connected to me. The dead clansmen had supposedly mocked me after I returned. The answer lands like a knife. Shen Yuheng ordered Shen Moen to frame me. And if this was fake, what about the old scandals? The spiritual sword, the bathing accusation, the undergarments. Zhao Ziyanji never truly believed I did those things. He remembers bringing me home in rags, and all I asked was whether my parents and sisters were well. Then everyone treated me like a stain. He regrets staying silent. He should have investigated. He should have spoken. So he decides to bring the evidence to Qin Yunxi. Wei Qiyuan stops him at the courtyard gate. He warns that even if Qin Yunxi learns the truth, the Shen family may not punish Shen Moen. The scandal would ruin their reputation. Killing Zhao Ziyanji would be tidier. Zhao Ziyanji already knows. He says if he goes, he may lose his life, but if he does not go, his heart will die. That is not a joke line. That is a man choosing what kind of person he wants to be before the world charges him for it. Wei Qiyuan cries and asks why he would risk so much for someone who is neither kin nor friend. Zhao Ziyanji smiles and says if every good thing must be done only for relatives or friends, life would be rather boring. Then he leaves. Meanwhile, in Wudong Court, Shen Yuheng is drinking enlightenment tea with Shen Moen. Shen Moen is grieving over Shen Huiming's death, but grief has a market rate. Shen Yuheng promises revenge, the Tianyun Mountains, and then adds a spirit stone mineral vein. Suddenly, Shen Moen can drink tea again. Behold noble sorrow, exquisitely priced and served warm. After Shen Moen leaves, a pinkish-white little snake crawls from Shen Yuheng's robes and asks for tea. This is the illusionary moon pink butterfly snake, a half-blood demonic beast and one of Shen Quanglin's birthday gifts to Shen Yuheng. That gift was given shortly after Shen Yuheng killed Old Yellow. The illusionary moon pink butterfly snake clan was famous for defeating the moon-swallowing divine dog clan in ancient records, so giving it to Shen Yuheng right in front of me was another little knife. Shen Quanglin probably was not deliberately targeting me. Worse, he simply did not care. Shen Yuheng remembers my expression that day and still laughs about it. He even gives enlightenment tea to the snake. Tea I never tasted in 2 months, poured casually for a pet because it once made me angry. The royal household remains a spectacle. Terrible morals, excellent beverage service. Then his confidant, Luo Yisheng, arrives with news. Zhao Zianji has evidence that Shen Moen used demonic path methods to harm Shen clansmen and frame me. Worse, Zhao Zianji is going to Qin Yunxi. Shen Yuheng's face darkens. He had already put Zhao Zianji on the must-kill list, but planned to do it quietly. Now there is no time for embroidery. He orders Luo Yisheng to act swiftly and cleanly. Cut to Apricot Flower Alley. Qin Yunxi has moved out of the main Shen residence after arguing with Shen Quanglin, and is staying in a courtyard south of Yunqi City. Zhao Zianji is trying to reach her when masked attackers force him into a dark alley. They wear golden masks, but he can guess whose people they are. Luo Yisheng does not answer. He just sends 8 martial arts grandmasters forward. Zhao Zianji is Soul Transformation Stage Level 8 and a rare talisman and array master, but Luo Yisheng came prepared. He activates the Silence Imprisoning Dragon Array, using a Silence Demon Dragon reverse scale as the array I. Zhao Zianji's active talismans weaken, and unused ones become impossible to activate. In polite terms, his profession has just been confiscated. He is trapped. The array is easier to break from outside, but from inside, nearly impossible for him. Luo Yisheng tells him he could have lived well if he had not insisted on seeking justice for trash like me. Then the attackers close in. Zhao Zianji fights with everything he has. Rain pours over Yunqi City. He is wounded, cornered, and nearly finished. Then a flying sword cuts through the rain and strikes the Silence Demon Dragon scale. The sword detonates and the array destabilizes. Wei Qiyuan arrives wrapped in thunder. He opens a gap and tells Zhao Zianji to go. Zhao Zianji wants them to leave together, but Wei Qiyuan refuses. If both run, both die. If one stays, one might succeed. Then Wei Qiyuan burns his spiritual energy and turns into thunder. The explosion shakes the rain. Zhao Zianji cannot even see what remains. The rain covers everything. Memories hit him one after another. Wei Qiyuan as a young subordinate calling him Brother Chen, celebrating his promotion, begging him not to go today, then choosing to cover his escape. For a moment, Zhao Zianji regrets everything. But regret would make Wei Qiyuan's sacrifice meaningless. So he keeps running, and the world refuses to be a heroic script. On the path to Qin Yunxi's courtyard, 9 more Soul Transformation Stage Level 9 cultivators are waiting. To stop one Soul Transformation Stage Level 8 commander, Shen Yuheng sent 27 Soul Transformation grade experts. That is not caution, that is paranoia wearing ceremonial armor. Zhao Zianji knows he has lost. He apologizes to Wei Qiyuan. He apologizes to me. Then a low voice answers, "No need to say sorry." I appear beside him in black robes, with Mu Qinghan and Huang not far away. Zhao Zianji is stunned. Yunqi City is the Shen family's current ancestral land. Almost everyone here belongs to them. And now I have arrived in the middle of a death trap. He says I should not have come. I tell him I should have. After seeing him, I am even more certain. The Heavenly Horizon token sent us outside Yunqi City. The moment I entered silently with the 5-turn Shadow Demon Gu, I saw Zhao Zianji fleeing. In the Shen family, he was the only person who ever showed me kindness. Then I sensed Shen Yuheng's aura on the masked experts. That tells me enough. Zhao Zianji found something. Shen Yuheng sent people to silence him. His final apology proves he was trying to return the truth to me. So yes, I came at the right time. Zhao Zianji tears up, then tries to offer his life to help me escape. I pat his shoulder and tell Uncle Zhao to rest. Then I look at Mu Qinghan's senior sister. That is all I need to say. We move together. The 10,000 soul banner releases 2 soul transformation souls, over 20 nascent soul souls, and thousands of yin souls and skeletons. I activate the 5-turn Shadow Demon Gu, strengthening the spirits and giving the soul transformation souls a heart-deterring effect. The 9 soul transformation stage level 9 cultivators are not weak. The deterrence only stuns them for half a breath. Half a breath is enough. Mu Qinghan charges with the blood-slaying spear. Her strike roars like a dragon, rain twisting into a massive water dragon vortex around it. One masked cultivator blocks, but the spear breaks through. His primordial spirit tries to flee. I open the 10,000 soul banner. Mu Qinghan sweeps the spirit into it, and I refine it immediately. Our cooperation is seamless. Zhao Zianji is completely stunned. When I left the Shen family, I had just entered Foundation Establishment. Now I am Golden Core Stage Level 2. Refining soul transformation primordial spirits with Mu Qinghan's help like I have been doing this for years. Then I charge another soul transformation stage level 9 cultivator head-on. Zhao Zianji nearly panics, but I vanish. Mu Qinghan sweeps her spear and cuts off the light, casting a wide shadow. With shadow transformation, anyone below Martial Dao Great Grandmaster or Void Refinement cannot see me once I enter shadow. I appear behind the cultivator and pull out 19 soul transformation grade explosive talismans, all gifts from the myriad blood demon sect elders. Each one is expensive enough to make small clans weep into their account books. I use all 19. The blast destroys his body, but his primordial spirit survives, exactly as I wanted. The 10,000 soul banner sweeps down and refines it. Zhao Xianzhi's mind practically leaves the room. Then Luo Yisheng arrives with 17 more soul transformation grade experts. Zhao Xianzhi shouts for me to run. Before I can answer, a youth in splendid robes breaks through the rain, riding the illusionary moon pink butterfly snake. Shen Yuheng. He smiles and says since elder brother has returned, why not stay? Behind him, Luo Yisheng and over 20 soul transformation grade experts form a guard formation. The illusionary moon pink butterfly snake reveals its Tenjiang true form, looking almost like a pink dragon in the rain. Shen Yuheng sits there like a young monarch with a beast mount, an umbrella attendant, and entirely too much confidence. Very regal, very composed, very punchable. I hold the 10,000 soul banner and tell him that since we have not met for days, he should come into my banner for a chat. He laughs and says, I used to be humble as a dog before him. Then he looks at Huang and compares me to it, saying a dog wags its tail for bones, while I wagged mine for father's care, mother's affection, and my sister's pity. Mu Qinghan's killing intent erupts so strongly the rain within 10 miles evaporates. I catch her wrist before she attacks. I know she would die for me, but I will not let her. Shen Yuheng keeps going. He says he envies me because Mu Qinghan cares so much, while he only has 3 sisters, a mother, and a father who adore him. Father even handed him the investigation into my case and told him not to overwork himself, because his health and cultivation matter more. He wants me jealous. I stay calm. His smile stiffens. His noble little performance suddenly looks childish, and he knows it. So he changes targets. He looks at Huang. He says I must really like dogs. Last time I brought one home and he killed it. This time I brought another. He starts describing what he did to Old Yellow, trying to force a reaction, but I do not need every detail. I remember enough. He says he wants his pet beast, Alan, to play with Huang this time. Then he waves his hand. The illusionary moon pink butterfly snake rushes toward Huang. At the same time, Luo Yisheng and the soul transformation experts attack Mu Qinghan and suppress her, preventing her from helping me. They also temporarily seal the 10,000 soul banner. But Shen Yuheng does not order them to suppress me. He thinks without Mu Qinghan and without the banner, I cannot do anything. I am Golden Core Stage Level 2. His illusionary moon pink butterfly snake is Golden Core Stage Level 7 and a half-blood Yao beast. In his mind, the show is over. He sits down on a golden chair that Luo Yisheng pulls from a storage pouch. Luo Yisheng even holds an umbrella behind him, because apparently the young lord of the Shen family cannot gloat without full court staging. He leans back, crosses his legs, and smiles. Then his face freezes, because his Golden Core Stage Level 7 illusionary moon pink butterfly snake is already under my foot. Shen Yuheng freezes. His illusionary moon pink butterfly snake is Golden Core Stage Level 7. I am only Golden Core Stage Level 2. It is also a half-blood Yao beast, so by every respectable rule of cultivation theater, it should be bullying me. Instead, I casually beckoned, dragged it over, and pinned it under my foot. The royal pet has been introduced to the floor. A brief but educational meeting. Alan cries for Shen Yuheng to save it. I tell it he cannot. Then I take out a saber and begin repaying the cruelty he once showed Old Yellow through the pet he treasures. No need for detail. The point lands. Shen Yuheng explodes with rage. Luo Yisheng steps forward, asking to handle me, but Shen Yuheng refuses. He wants to do it himself. He wants to hurt me the way he hurt Old Yellow. So I carve off a piece from Alan and toss it to Huang. Huang happily barks. Shen Yuheng almost loses his noble little mind. A dog that cannot even speak human language, eating from his precious spirit beast. The insult has entered the palace wearing muddy boots. He forms hand seals, summons a 20-zhang water dragon and sends it at me. I do not even look up. I swing my saber at Alan again, and the stray saber chi alone splits Shen Yuheng's spell apart. That is when Shen Yuheng finally understands something is wrong. We are both Golden Core Stage Level 2. He has 17 Dao bones. I cut away my only Dao bone and return to mortal body. By his logic, he should crush me. Instead, his spell cannot even survive the aftershock of my casual attack. Luo Yisheng tries again to persuade him to let a subordinate fight. Shen Yuheng tells him to shut up. His 17 Dao bones awaken, divine light wraps around him and he charges. He raises his hand, and a heavenly monument descends toward me. I kick Alan into its paths. The monument lands on his own pet beast, and Alan crashes back under my foot. I crouch feed Huang again and ask if it is delicious. Huang barks, "Eat more then." Shen Yuheng is now so angry the courtly mask is gone. He summons a bodhisattva dharma form through a Yayachi secret technique Qin Yunxi taught him. Space freezes. My spiritual power feels sealed. The dharma form presses down like a judgment from heaven itself. This is a real killing move. With 17 Dao bones powering it, even a nascent soul level 2 cultivator with a mortal body could be destroyed by it. Zhao Xianji shouts for me to be careful. I finally stop smiling. Shen Yuheng has the Yayachi secret technique. I have the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art. Blood Sea Thunderstorm activates in my palm. The Heaven-Devouring Demon Art is not just cultivation. It has Gu refinement, the 10,000 soul banner technique, nirvana methods, and battle spells. Most prodigies need months. I usually need 1 or 2 readings. Blood Sea Thunderstorm needed 9. So yes, naturally, it is offensive. Blood-colored lightning bursts from my palm and breaks the frozen space around me. A thunder bow forms. I draw it full and fires. The arrow tears through the rain, pierces the bodhisattva's palm, then its head. Shen Yuheng's technique breaks, and he coughs from the backlash. Then the arrow detonates. That was the appetizer. The real Blood Sea Thunderstorm unfolds as a crimson sea of thunder pours toward him. Luo Yisheng tries to step in, but Shen Yuheng snaps that if he interferes, he will wipe out his family. Normally, Shen Yuheng hides behind guards when needed. Today, pride has seized the throne and locked the doors. He shouts that he has 17 Dao bones and cannot lose to me. All 17 Dao bones resonate. An immortal flower with 17 Dao-marked petals blooms behind him. A full moon rises above his head, and spiritual chi surges like a tide beneath him. He uses another Yayachi secret technique, Tide Rising Moon. Moonlight falls like a waterfall and sweeps away the Blood Sea Thunderstorm, while the tide of spiritual chi surrounds me from every direction. I have never seen this spell before. That is fine. Some spells are solved by knowledge. Others are solved by sufficient force and a complete lack of manners. I wrap Blood Sea Thunderstorm around my body like armor and punch. The moonlight waterfall shatters. Everyone stares. Shen Yuheng screams that it is impossible. I walk toward him and tell him the truth. He has lost. The Heaven-Devouring Demon Art does not only raise cultivation. It forges the body through battle, souls, and life essence until the cultivator becomes like a Dao weapon. I am not a martial artist, but with Blood Sea Thunderstorm strengthening me, I can smash through his immortal spell barehanded. Shen Yuheng refuses to accept it. He pushes the 17 Dao bones to their limit. The full moon above him brightens, Dao sounds echo, and he borrows power from heaven and earth. He becomes like the moon itself, descending to suppress the mortal world. Grand, sacred, magnificent, I punch it anyway. The blood-colored lightning tears through the rain and breaks the moon apart. Shen Yuheng falls from the shattered light. The immortal flower behind him collapses. The 17 Dao bones dim, and the chanting goes silent. He lands in the rain, no longer the perfect young immortal. Now there is only fear in his eyes. Zhao Xianji is stunned. He thought I might be close to Shen Yuheng. He did not expect me to suppress him from start to finish. Mu Qinghan looks at me like I am brighter than the storm. Shen Yuheng panics and looks for his hidden protection. The person who should have appeared to save him is sealed. Then he looks around and realizes all his soul transformation guards are sealed too. I ask why he thinks I dared return to Yunqi City. Just moments ago, I used the 10,000 Demon Order, a magic treasure refined by Yan Zuyu, to seal Luo Yisheng and the others. Yan Zuyu said she could not help directly, then handed Mu Qinghan a storage pouch full of the 10,000 Demon Order, talismans, and magic treasures. Revered Master said I cannot help, then packed an emergency royal arsenal. Excellent parenting, demonic addition. I activate the 10,000 soul banner and sweep it toward Shen Yuheng. He finally kneels. Now he calls me elder brother. Now he says we are family. Now he begs. Too late? I try to refine him with the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art, but his 17 Dao bones suddenly bloom with immortal light. It is not Shen Yuheng doing it. It is Qin Yunxi. She fused 17 drops of heart blood into his Dao bones. If Shen Yuheng faces mortal danger, her heart blood awakens to protect him. 1 drop costs 100 years of lifespan. 17 drops means 1,700 years. Qin Yunxi is a Mahayana stage immortal lord of Yayachi, but even she only has around 4,000 years. For Shen Yuheng, she gave nearly half her life. What a mother! For him, Zhao Xianji tells me Qin Yunxi is still my mother and that she ordered the investigation, argued with Shen Quanglin, and believed I was framed. He thinks once she knows the truth, she will uphold justice for me. Shen Yuheng laughs from inside the banner. He says Qin Yunxi will never punish him. If she values him more than her own life, how could she bear to make him pay? Zhao Xianji falls silent. Exactly, so I have to punish him myself. Shen Yuheng grows arrogant again. He says Qin Yunxi's heart blood protects him, and she will soon arrive to save him. I admit I cannot kill him today, but I can still collect interest. I use the 10,000 demon order again, pushing it until it cracks. The demonic sound weakens Luo Yisheng and the soul transformation experts, and I sweep them into the 10,000 soul banner before Qin Yunxi arrives. It costs me. My face goes pale. Mu Qinghan gently wipes the blood from my mouth, and even the enemies trapped in the banner stare like they have witnessed two different people in one body. To them, she was a cold spear a moment ago. To me, she is careful as water. Then I turn back to Shen Yuheng. My foolish brother. I press 2 fingers to his forehead. He realizes too late what I am doing. Among his 17 Dao bones, one is in his forehead. I cannot kill him because of Qin Yunxi's heart blood, so I take 1 Dao bone instead. He begs, he calls me brother. He says the Dao bone is his foundation. I do not stop. I extract the forehead Dao bone. Shen Yuheng's screams echo through the storm. His foundation is damaged, his completeness broken, and the little prince finally learns what it means to lose something precious. At that moment, Qin Yunxi's heart blood fully awakens. The remaining 16 Dao bones shine, and her phantom appears. The 10,000 demon order cracks completely. I grab Mu Qinghan and flee toward the edge of Yunqi City. Qin Yunxi's heart blood only protects Shen Yuheng, but Qin Yunxi herself arrives faster than expected. She sees Shen Yuheng injured and immediately heals him. He screams that I took one of his Dao bones and begs her not to let me escape. He wants my Dao bone too. He wants revenge. Qin Yunxi attacks me with full force while still healing him. A massive bodhisattva manifestation appears in the rain. Its palm reaches out, shaking the void for thousands of miles. Zhao Xianji is horrified. This is not a mother stopping her son. This is a Mahayana expert striking without mercy. I throw the cracked 10,000 demon order into her Yayachi secret technique. The explosion cancels the attack and pushes us closer to the edge of Yunqi City. Shen Yuheng screams for her to catch me, kill me, take back his Dao bone and make me pay. Qin Yunxi does not stop his venom. She brings him with her and steps through space, blocking my path. Then she says Shen Quanglin calling me a beast was not too harsh. If anything, she was too kind. Her eyes are red. Her killing intent rises with the rain. She asks how I could lay a hand on my own younger brother. I dodge with high-grade talismans from Yan Zuyu's pouch, while she attacks again and again. Zhao Xianji shouts that I am also her son, and she might kill me. Qin Yunxi tells him to shut up. She says she has no beast of a son like me. She repeats every old accusation. The sword, the bathing lie, the undergarments, the demonic path charge. Zhao Xianji tries to tell her there was a reversal, that the truth is different. She refuses to hear it. In her eyes, the truth is already decided. I harmed Shen Yuheng. She says family is her bottom line. She could forgive Kangzhou City, but not me harming my own brother. Then she strikes again, and even with talismans blocking, I am sent flying. So I look at Qin Yunxi and ask her one question. If family is your bottom line, then what if Shen Yuheng was the one who wanted to kill me first? The moment I ask that, Shen Yuheng panics. He can brag all day that Qin Yunxi will never punish him, but even he knows the danger here. She just declared family as her bottom line. If she learns he framed me, wanted my Dao bone and tried to have me silenced from the start, will she still protect him the same way? He does not want to find out, so he screams first. He says I am twisting the truth, blaming him after taking his Dao bone. He calls Old Yellow an accident, claims he already apologized, then stacks every old accusation on top. The spiritual sword, the bath lie, the undergarments, Kangzhou City, Shen Huiming. The man is wounded, terrified, and still somehow running a full public relations department. Dreadful child, excellent crisis management. Qin Yunxi believes him. She says Shen Yuheng is only a child, kind and pure, while I have grown a scorpion's heart. Her attacks become fiercer, and she gives me no chance to explain. Then Shen Yuheng changes tactics. He tells her not to kill me because I am also her child. Ah, there it is. The silk handkerchief of fake mercy. Very courtly, very poisonous. Qin Yunxi hears that and becomes even more determined to avenge him. Thousands of sword chi fall like rain, a true killing technique. But while I was being forced back and coughing blood, I was not wasting the blood. I had already set talismans into position. Blood Spirit Heavenly Demon Formation, Rise. Crimson light fills the void, and a towering demonic figure appears. The Blood Spirit Heavenly Demon, one of the 5 great heavenly demons worshipped by the myriad blood demon sect's ancestors. He is long gone, but the formation borrows a trace of his might from Reincarnation. Qin Yunxi's sword chi lands on him and does nothing. He throws one punch, her sword chi shatters, and even Qin Yunxi is forced back. I grab Mu Qinghen and fly toward the edge of Yunqi City. This formation is Yan Zuyu's strongest trump card for me, but it will not last long. Then Shen Quanglin arrives. He roars for his rebellious son to stop and throws a punch across the sky. Before it lands, a blood-colored curved blade cuts through and knocks it aside. Yan Zuyu descends through the Heavenly Horizon token. Mu Qinghen and I are stunned. Yan Zuyu said she could not leave the sect because the undying demon sect and righteous path were watching. And yet here she is because apparently revered Master Red cannot leave, as arrived dramatically at the worst possible moment. She sees our injuries and starts healing us at once. Then she turns on Qin Yunxi and Shen Quanglin. Qin Yunxi says I am her son and she is disciplining me. Yan Zuyu laughs in her face. She points out that Qin Yunxi's strikes were killing moves. If I was her son, was she trying to kill her own child? Or did she only remember I was her son when another elder came to protect me? Then Yan Zuyu tells Shen Quanglin exactly who she is. She is the revered master of the demon sect. She is my revered master. If they will not protect me, she will. If they will not discipline Shen Yuheng, she will. I will not lie. That lands. My biological mother is trying to stop me with killing intent. My biological father calls me rebellious. Meanwhile, the demon sect master stands in front of me and says, if nobody else will protect this child, then I shall. The righteous path should be embarrassed. Properly, in writing, then Yan Zuyu acts. She summons her life-bound blood-red scimitar and unleashes Blood Moon Slash. Shen Quanglin blocks first and is forced back. Qin Yunxi tries next and fails too. The weakened slash still reaches Shen Yuheng. His left arm is taken by the slash, and with it, he loses another Dao bone. No need to dwell on the scene. The important part is that the Dao bone in that arm flies toward me, and despite Shen Quanglin and Qin Yunxi trying to stop it, Yan Zuyu pulls it into my hands. Now I have 2 of Shen Yuheng's Dao bones. I thank my dear little brothers. Not only did he send Luo Yisheng and over 20 soul transformation experts into my 10,000 soul banner, he also gifted me 2 Dao bones. Qin Yunxi was right. He really is such a kind child. Shen Yuheng faints from rage. Qin Yunxi wakes him with a jade pool treasure pill, only for him to open his eyes and see me dragging away his illusionary moon pink butterfly snake too. Huang happily bites onto the snake and circles me with its tail wagging. I tell Huang that eating it should help it evolve. Shen Yuheng faints again. Honestly, he should have stayed asleep. Sometimes unconsciousness is the only luxury package worth choosing. Yan Zuyu activates the Heavenly Horizon token and leaves with us. Before we vanish, Zhao Xianji uses all his strength to throw the evidence he collected toward Qin Yunxi. Back at Pyroxu Peak in the Myriad Blood Demon Sect, Yan Zuyu immediately spits blood. Mu Qinghen and I support her. She looks older, her hair graying at the edges. She admits her cultivation is not much different from Shen Quanglin and Qin Yunxi. She only forced them back by raising her power with a secret technique. I try to bow, but she stops me. She says there is no need. Since I entered her sect, she should protect me. Also, my complete victory over Shen Yuheng proves I am a true prodigy with enormous potential. That is why she stood up for me. Direct, practical, almost brutally honest, and I respect it more because of that. Whether she helped from affection or investment, she still helped. I tell her I will never forget her kindness. Cut to Wudong Court. Shen Yuheng wakes with Qin Yunxi and Shen Quanglin beside him. He tries to sit up and immediately fails. Qin Yunxi is heartbroken and demands that Shen Quanglin surround and destroy the Myriad Blood Demon Sect, then make me pay. Shen Yuheng is secretly delighted. Then Shen Quanglin says something different. He says he will find a way to make me return to the Shen family. Qin Yunxi and Shen Yuheng both freeze. Shen Quanglin says I did commit serious wrongs, so after bringing me back, he will lock me at Reflection Cliff and have me face the wall. Reflection Cliff is technically punishment, but everyone knows it is basically a quiet cultivation retreat. The real death sentence is 9 Nether Valley. So yes, Shen Quanglin is openly protecting me now. Why? Because he watched me defeat Shen Yuheng. When I was merely accused of colluding with demons, Shen Quanglin wanted 9 Nether Valley. Now that I have actually struck the family hard, he suddenly offers the scenic apology cliff. Behold paternal affection, activated by talent metrics. The man saw combat value and discovered fatherhood like a merchant discovering tax exemption. He scolds Shen Yuheng too, saying if he had worked harder in cultivation, he would not have been crushed by me. Shen Yuheng is stunned. His father, who once cherished him most, is beginning to value me more, and that terrifies him. Then Shen Quanglin remembers the evidence Zhao Xianji threw to Qin Yunxi before leaving. He takes Qin Yunxi away to inspect it. Shen Yuheng panics properly now. He uses a ring to contact his hidden death servant, a body integration stage assassin, and orders him to kill Shen Moen. The evidence may only point to Shen Moen, but if Shen Quanglin pressures him, Shen Moen might expose Shen Yuheng. That cannot happen. In Shanhe residence, Shen Moen senses danger. He dismisses guards and maids and tells Zhu Yulian to leave. Shen Quanglin now values me because I beat Shen Yuheng, and Shen Yuheng will want him silenced. For once, Shen Moen even tries to do one last decent thing by letting others escape. His wife weeps that she cannot abandon him while stepping backward the entire time. Romance, ladies and gentlemen. A touching duet performed while one party locates the exit. The death servant arrives anyway. Zhu Yulian falls first. Shen Moen is struck down next, but his primordial spirit remains long enough to reveal his final move. Every time Shen Yuheng invited him to Wudong Court, he hid image and sound recording talismans and recorded their conversations. He has already sent those recordings to Qin Yunxi. Then he ends his own primordial spirit. The death servant returns and reports this. Shen Yuheng nearly faints again, then realizes Shen Moen must have hidden the talismans with the dismissed guards and maids. He orders the death servant to find them and leave none alive. In the storm over Yunqi City, those former servants hurry through the rain, watched by eyes in the dark. Then lightning reveals a yellow sparrow flying through the storm, carrying something south. Not every secret stays buried. Some apparently grow feathers and leave court without permission. Back at Zuyan Peak, I sit cross-legged and circulate the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art. I have refined Luo Yisheng and the 26 soul transformation cultivators into the 10,000 soul banner, but I have not yet converted all that life energy into cultivation. Mu Qinghen guards me with the blood-slaying spear. Huang tries to guard too, solemn as a tiny minister of defense. Mu Qinghen tells it to go eat the illusionary moon pink butterfly snake, so it can evolve and help me later. Huang is tempted, but refuses without my command. Loyalty, actual loyalty. The Shen family should take notes, perhaps with both hands. Bloodlight wins around me and is absorbed. Golden Core stage level 2. Then level 3, level 4, level 5, and finally level 6. Mu Qinghen is pleasantly shocked. With ordinary 10,000 blood demon scripture talent, reaching Golden Core stage level 5 from that many soul transformation cultivators would already be excellent. Reaching level 6 shows how terrifyingly compatible I am with the demonic path. I wake and say it is still not enough. Then I take out Shen Yuheng's 2 Dao bones and begin refining them. Mu Qinghen does not only guard me this time. She takes out an image and sound recording talisman and records the scene. She wants to send it to Shen Yuheng. After all, he framed me because he wanted my Dao bone. So she wants him to watch me refine his. And she wants him to know one more thing. When I defeated him, I had already removed my own Dao bone. I did not beat his 17 Dao bones with 1 Dao bone. I beat him with immortal bodies. The gift is petty, precise, and beautifully wrapped. Senior sister has entered the Victorian revenge correspondence era. Cut to the Shen family meeting hall. Shen Quanglin, Qin Yunxi, Shen Yuheng, and the important Shen family figures gather. Qin Yunxi wanted Shen Yuheng to rest, but he insists on attending because he is the young lord. People praise him, but not like before. At least half the hall keeps its distance now. These old foxes used to flatter him because he was rising. Now that he has shown signs of falling, they are already preparing to change seats at the banquet. Shen Yuheng hates me for it. He decides I must have had a supreme bone. In his mind, there is no way my mortal body beat his 17 Dao bones, unless my original single Dao bone was heaven-defying. If he can seize that supreme bone and implant it into himself, he can rise again. The man loses 2 Dao bones and immediately starts shopping for mine. Truly, greed is his cardio. Then Shen Quanglin begins the meeting. He opens with my son Shen Zhi. That phrase alone tells every old fox in the hall where the wind is blowing. In 2.5 months, Shen Quanglin never publicly called me his son. Now he does it in front of everyone. He announces that the earlier demonic path killings were not done by me. The culprit was Shen Moen. The evidence is conclusive, and Shen Moen has already been executed. Then he performs the finest blame shifting in the North Border. He says public clamor misled him, and repeated slander caused him to wrongly suspect me. The whole hall internally coughs into its sleeve. My lord, you were the engine of that slander carriage. Shen Quanglin declares that from now on, anyone who mentions that I colluded with the demonic path to harm my kin will be executed without mercy. Shen Yuheng flinches. Qin Yongxi immediately pushes back. She says Shen Huiming and the Kangzhou City team definitely died by my hand, and so did Luo Yisheng and more than 20 soul transformation cultivators. Does that not count as harming kin through the demonic path? Shen Quanglin says those matters are wrong, but punishment must wait until I am brought back. Perhaps I was coerced by the demonic path and am also a victim. My word, the man has discovered nuance. Someone alert the ancestral tablets. The hall begins discussing how to get me away from the myriad blood demon sect, because the Shen family is not strong enough to storm it directly. Most suggestions are useless or too costly. Then Shen Ningxu steps forward. The Sacred Hands of Alchemy, second daughter of Shen Quanglin, Soul Transformation Stage 9th grade. High Realm, lower combat power, because alchemy cultivators are treasured more for pills than fighting. Shen Quanglin asks if she has a solution. Shen Ningxu bows and says she does. She has a way to bring Xiao Zhai back to the Shen family. I refine Shen Yuheng's 2 Dao bones and my cultivation jumps again. Golden Core stage level 7, then level 8. 2 minor realms from 2 bones. Not a bad return on stolen property. Very gracious of him to contribute to my recovery fund, even if the young lord did not exactly approve the transaction. That is when I understand the real terror of the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art. Ordinary life essence converts wastefully, but the origin inside special physiques is different. Dao Bones, Glazed Sword Heart, Sacred Hands of Alchemy, Moontracing Pupils, all of them carry Dao essence. Shen Yuheng still has 15 Dao Bones. Shen Hanchuang has the Glazed Sword Heart. Shen Ningxu has the Sacred Hands of Alchemy. Shen Qingyao has the Moontracing Pupils. One by one, they all owe me. Still, Yunqi City taught me a lesson. I am stronger now, but I am not invincible. Charging back on impulse would be less vengeance and more premium delivery service for my own funeral. So I bury the killing intent and keep cultivating. Mu Qinghan rushes over and throws herself into my arms, stunned that I have reached Golden Core stage level 8 only days after starting over. I thank her because without her helping me gather and refine so much power, I would not have climbed this fast. Huang immediately barks beside us. Apparently the dog has opinions about workplace intimacy. My apologies, Sir Hound. I did not realize hugs required sect approval. I tell Huang to devour Alan, the illusionary moon pink butterfly snake, and see how far its potential can go. Huang is only Foundation Establishment stage level 7. Alan is Golden Core stage level 7. By normal logic, this is not a meal, this is a legal dispute. But Huang swallows the half-blood demonic beast in one go. Its aura erupts, Foundation Establishment breaks, Golden Core arrives. It stops at Golden Core stage level 2 and evolves into the 6-eared mountain search dog. Its ability to track Shen family blood becomes sharper, and now it can also search for spirit medicine and mountain treasures. Shen Yuheng truly is a generous younger brother. 2 Dao Bones for me, 1 spirit beast evolution for Huang. The man is basically sponsoring his own downfall with family money. With Huang evolved, my next target becomes clearer, the Bloodkin Sarira Gu. To refine it, I need 2 rank 4 Blood Fiend Gu, 1 rank 4 Hatred Gu, and blood-related kin material as the core. Once complete, it can let a Golden Core stage cultivator directly rise by 1 major realm. The Gu will be hard to find for ordinary people, but Huang can search through the 100,000 mountains. The real problem is the kin material. Shen Yuheng's lost arm may not be enough, which means sooner or later I need more from the Shen family. Cut back to the Shen family meeting hall, where Shen Ningxu presents her plan. She wants to personally enter the southern wilderness and lure me out. Shen Quanglin frowns. Shen Ningxu is Soul Transformation stage level 9. But as an alchemist, her combat power is closer to Soul Transformation stage level 6. Sending her to attack the myriad blood demon sect would be ridiculous. Shen Ningxu says that is exactly why she should go. To me, she is tempting bait. Strong enough to be valuable, weak enough to seem possible. Father and mother are too powerful, Shen Yuheng is badly injured, Shen Hanchuang is dangerous, and Shen Qingyao's talisman formations are not something any sane person casually enters. But Shen Ningxu, she is the sister who fed me the god-swallowing soul-devouring pill. That pill erased selected memories, but the price was nightly pain like countless insects eating into the heart. Thanks to Mu Qinghan's Wangsu spring-returning pill, my memories have returned. Shen Ningxu knows I must hate her. Her logic is simple. If she appears in the southern wilderness, I may not be able to resist coming after her. Vile plan, excellent bait. One must begrudgingly admire the audacity. Like watching a noblewoman poison the tea and still ask whether you prefer sugar. Shen Yuheng immediately objects and says he should go instead. Qin Yunxi shuts that down at once. He is injured, so he is absolutely not allowed to risk himself. Then she also says Shen Ningxu cannot go. Shen Ningxu insists once. Qin Yunxi yields, just once, and Shen Ningxu feels the difference. For Shen Yuheng, their mother would argue until heaven changed its surname. For her, one push is apparently enough to empty the maternal account. Then Shen Ningxu turns to Shen Yuheng and asks for the Phoenix Divine Fruit. This is not some roadside peach with ambition. The Phoenix Divine Medicine is grade 5 Divine Medicine, and its fruit can grant fragments of the true Phoenix clan's innate precious techniques. Refine 9 fruits, and a cultivator can complete a full transformation. Shen Yuheng has fed that seed with heart blood for 3 years, because 9 fruits might help his 17 Dao bones birth an 18th and form the flawless Dao body. So when Shen Ningxu asks for the first nearly mature fruit, his soul leaves its body, drafts a complaint, and comes back wearing a smile. But he trapped himself. His entire public persona is noble, gentle, self-sacrificing younger brother. If he refuses now, that porcelain mask falls face first onto marble. Shen Ningxu says she needs the fruit to refine a phoenix nirvana pill. With it, she can fake death and be reborn, making the trap believable enough for a demon sect to swallow. Shen Yuheng smiles like a saint and bleeds internally like a merchant watching his warehouse burn. He says as long as elder sister returns safely, he can give her anything. What a performance! Applause from the royal balcony. Rotten fruit from the accounting department. Shen Quanglin then gives one final order. Shen Ningxu must not harm my foundation. Even if she has to suppress me, she must bring me back intact. That stuns her. Not be careful yourself. Not come home safely. No, his most important warning is about not damaging me. She agrees in front of everyone, but once she follows Shen Yuheng back to Wudong Court, the mask comes off. Shen Yuheng complains that father values me too much now. Shen Ningxu promises revenge. In her heart, I am still the filthy, hungry child who returned with no refinement, no elegance, and no right to stand beside them. She plans to kill me. If Shen Quanglin forbids her from harming me, then the shadow guards can do it while saving her. And if those shadow guards are too obedient, she is an alchemist. She has ways to make accidents happen. That is the Shen family for you. Even their accidents require a prescription. Shen Yuheng is delighted, but he still clings to the Phoenix Divine Fruit until she promises again that she will kill me for him. Only then does he hand it over, heart aching, smile polished, dignity barely surviving. Shen Ningxu takes the fruit and leaves for the southern wilderness. Back on Zuyan Peak, I spend 2 more days stabilizing my cultivation and learning techniques. Then I prepare to take Huang into the 100,000 mountains to search for the rank 4 Blood Fiend Gu and rank 4 Hatred Gu. Before I leave, a paper kite flies in. Mu Qinghan catches it, reads the message, and her brows turn cold. The Shen family has sent someone to the southern wilderness. I am not surprised. I killed Shen Huiming, exposed Yunqi City, took 2 Dao bones from Shen Yuheng, and left the Shen family looking like a righteous household after a public audit. Of course they sent someone. The name on the letter is Shen Ningxu. Mu Qinghan's killing intent rises instantly. She remembers that Shen Ningxu fed me the god-swallowing soul-devouring pill. She wants to kill her for me, and the entire Zuyan Peak seems to freeze around her anger. I look at her and feel something in me go quiet. The Shen family was snow. Heavy, cold, endless, burying everything alive. Mu Qinghan is fire. She does not ask whether I deserve warmth. She simply stands beside me and burns away the dark. I tell her, senior sister, it is truly good to have you in this world. Her killing intent vanishes. Then I tell her this world is beautiful because of her. For once, the feared saintess of the myriad blood demon sect looks genuinely shy. The frost on her face melts. She smiles, soft and stunned, as if the whole mountain has gone silent around us. I reach out and touch her cheek. She leans toward me, and then the war drums thunder. Outstanding timing, truly impeccable. Somewhere, fate saw two traumatized people having one tender moment and said, absolutely not, deploy the drums. Mu Qinghan snaps back at once. Those are the sect's war drums, only beaten when an external enemy invades. I take her hand and tell her we are going together. We fly toward the northwest mountain gate. Yan Zuyu is already there with the 7 Grand Elders, 32 inner sect elders, and countless elders, deacons, and disciples. Opposite them stands the undying demon sect. Mu Qinghan sees the undying demon sect saint, Jai Rixuan, and charges straight at him. Jai Rixuan looks much like Mo Yuhui, gaunt from cultivating the 10,000 soul demon scripture. Half a year ago, at soul transformation stage level 8, he only managed to draw against Mu Qinghan. To him, that was humiliation. Last night, he broke through to soul transformation stage level 9. The undying demon sect heard Yan Zuyu was injured, so they attacked the myriad blood demon sect. Jai Rixuan came specifically to wash away his shame. Bad day to seek dignity. Mu Qinghan is already furious because this invasion interrupted the first gentle moment she and I had ever truly reached. Jai Rixuan thinks he came for a rematch. He has actually wandered into a romantic grievance with spear privileges. She drives her true chi to the limit and attacks like a blood-feathered phoenix. I charge toward Jai Rixuan too, but before I reach him, a woman drops from the air and blocks me. Black gauze, ankle bells, a pink charm mark on her lower abdomen. The Maya Oyu Demon Sect. She is Hua Lianyu, Saintess of the Maya Oyu Demon Sect, Soul Transformation Stage 7th layer, and her charm techniques are infamous. Even male cultivators with higher cultivation can fall if they are careless. She laughs and tells me to come play. Mu Qinghan sees her and immediately tries to turn back. Jai Rixuan blocks her with his soul-refining banner and sneers that Hua Lianyu's charm techniques would affect even him if he were caught off guard. I am only golden core, so in his mind I am already finished. I look at Mu Qinghan and tell her not to worry, because Hua Lianyu's charm does nothing to me. Jai Rixuan freezes, Hua Lianyu freezes. Even I am not fully sure whether it is rebirth, 2 lifetimes of seeing beauty turn poisonous, or something stranger in my soul. But when I look at her, I feel nothings. I ask whether she really thinks shallow beauty can seduce me. Then I glance at Jai Rixuan and ask if he is the one who gave her that confidence, since his high cultivation still lets him be swayed so easily. My word, the ballroom gasps. 2 demon sect celebrities insulted in one sentence. Very economical, very rude. I support it. Jai Rixuan snaps and tries to attack me. Mu Qinghan's spear roars between us like a phoenix cry. She asks what kind of thing he thinks he is, daring to say I should die, and forces him back into battle. Hua Lianyu drops the seductive act. She summons a 9-tailed fox phantom and sends it lunging at me. Jai Rixuan declares that I still must die. After all, I am golden core, she is nearly 2 major realms above me, and I have no special physique. Then I raise the 10,000 soul banner. Inside it are more than 30 soul transformation souls. Many were soul transformation stage level 9 in life. Their power is reduced now, but numbers are numbers, and Hua Lianyu's strongest weapon has already failed. The souls tear apart the 9-tailed fox phantom. Then they descend on her. Hua Lianyu is still a saintess. She has talismans and magic treasures. She should be able to hold for a while. Except I also have talismans. I also have magic treasures. And Yan Zuyu is ordering myriad blood demon sect disciples to support me from the battlefield. Hua Lianyu is pushed into a corner and accuses me of bullying her with numbers. She even asks if I am still a man. I stare at her. This is the demon sect. We are in a demon sect battlefield. She, a demon sect saintess, is attempting moral kidnapping on me, a demon sect disciple. Madam, this is not an etiquette salon. This is a war. Kindly take your complaint to the Department of Absolutely Nobody Cares. I pin her down, grind her pride into the dirt, and tell her she is far inferior to my senior sister. The 10,000 soul banner envelops her. Hua Lianyu is gone. Jai Rixuan stares in disbelief. A golden core cultivator just defeated the Maya Oyu Demon Sect Saintess at Soul Transformation Stage 7th layer. Banners, treasures, talismans, and battlefield support helped, yes, but still. And the worst part for him, he had just promised I was doomed. That face slap arrived wearing ceremonial robes. Then Mu Qinghan's spear breaks through his guard. She looks at him coldly and says he dared look down on Xiaozhai. Jai Rixuan falls under her spear, and her final verdict lands harder than the strike itself. He is far inferior to her Xiaozhai. Jai Rixuan falls, and Mu Qinghan immediately breaks through. Martial Arts Grandmaster 3rd Heaven. That is roughly the 3rd layer of Spirit Severing stage, except she also has the stainless demon body, so ordinary soul transformation stage level 9 cultivators still do not get to breathe comfortably around her. The enemy saint came for revenge and accidentally paid for her upgrade. My condolences to his estate. Dreadful investment. She brings Jai Rixuan over. I open the 10,000 soul banner, and the banner takes both him and his soul refining banner. Then I refine the remaining power from Jai Rixuan, Hua Lianyu, and the battlefield before it fades. My cultivation rises too. Golden Core Stage Level 9. Yan Zuyu arrives, sees the speed of my growth, and tells me I am advancing too quickly. Fair, at this point my realm is not climbing, it is sprinting with stolen shoes. The Undying Demon Sect and the Mayaoyu Demon Sect forces retreat soon after. The Myriad Blood Demon Sect has formations, buried talismans, and Yan Zuyu mostly recovered after the Wangsu Spring returning pill. With Hua Lianyu and Jai Rixuan gone, the enemy's morale folds like a cheap fan. I salute Yan Zuyu and credit, revered master, for protecting me. She loves that answer. She laughs, calls me beside her, and announces on the spot that I am now a saint candidate of the Myriad Blood Demon Sect. The sect instantly starts whispering, I did win merit, yes. I helped force the enemy back, yes. But the rules say saint candidates should reach martial arts grandmaster or spirit severing stage. I am Golden Core Stage Level 9. In other words, Yan Zuyu just kicked open the rulebook and said, how quaint. Grand Elder Kangyi steps forward. He is one of the 7 Grand Elders, and he has treated me well before, even giving me talismans. But he still says the rule problem will cause criticism. Yan Zuyu does not blink. If she says I qualify, I qualify. Her rules are the rules. Very balanced governance. One sect master, one vote, and everyone else may submit their complaints to the nearest abyss. Then she exposes Kangyi's real concern. His disciple Duan Wumian also wants the saint position. Yan Zuyu says if not for Duan Wumian's face, she would have made me saint directly. The entire sect goes silent. Kangyi insists the saint position belongs to the strong, so Yan Zuyu sets the wager. When Duan Wumian leaves seclusion, he fights me. If I lose, she never mentions making me saint again. If I win, Kangyi must serve me as a servant. Kangyi accepts. An unfathomable Grand Elder just placed himself on the gambling table. This is not confidence. This is a Victorian lord wagering the manor because his nephew won one fencing lesson. Yan Zuyu asks if I dare. I accept. The title is nice, but the benefits are better. A saint candidate gets 10 times the monthly spirit stones, medicinal pills, and herbs of an ordinary true disciple, plus access to the 2nd level treasury. If I become saint later, the 3rd level treasury opens too. My poverty trauma hears 10 times resources, and immediately signs the imperial decree. Yan Zuyu takes me and Mu Qinghen to Kaioshan Peak, where the scripture pavilion and treasury sit. The quick version, after the heaven-swallowing demon venerable's inheritance split into 3 demon sects, our Myriad Blood Demon Sect kept the deepest foundation, and even the Undying Demon Sect and Mayaoyu Demon Sect together often failed to shake. Then her mood dips. When she first became sect master, she swore to reunite the 3 demon sects and restore the heaven-swallowing demon venerable's glory. Now she is old, and that oath has become smoke. For a moment, no one jokes. Then we enter the 2nd level treasury. I check the treasures fast, but one weapon stops me. A pitch-black halberd carved with a demon dragon. The Heavenly Desolation Demon Halberd. It belonged to the ancient Heavenly Desolation Demon Venerable, followed him through the 9 heavens and 9 netherworlds, then broke after he was surrounded and killed. The Myriad Blood Demon Sect found both halves and joined them, but the Tao patterns were ruined and the artifact spirit was gone. So now it has a glorious past, a broken present, and a reputation like an impoverished duke still introducing himself with 12 titles. The record says plenty of treasures here are stronger. Yan Zuyu warns me that repairing it is impossible, even for her. But the cicadas in my mind scream the moment I hold it. First scream, rebirth. Second scream, Heaven-Devouring Demon Art. Third scream, this halberd. I choose it. Outside, everyone is confused. Some think I saw a secret. Others think I chased ancient glory and lost common sense in the corridor. A purple-robed disciple named Pei Liasheng sneers hardest. He recently reached soul transformation stage and expected the last saint candidate seat, only for me to arrive at Golden Core Stage Level 9 and take it like I had a priority pass. He mocks me for trying to repair something even Mahayana cultivators cannot fix. Let him laugh. Future humiliation needs background music. Meanwhile, in Wyang City, Shen Ningxu is staying at Yanlong Water Pavilion, bought by the Shen family's main southern wilderness team. And she is refining pills to kill me. First comes the incense burning pill. Once activated with spiritual qi, Its fragrance seizes consciousness and throws cultivators into chaos. Below void refining stage, they fall completely. Void refining cultivators are only lightly affected, but her 7 secret guards are late-stage void refining, and lightly affected is enough if they hit me too hard. Then she refines the small incense burning pill. Colorless, tasteless, harmless alone. Once the main pill activates, anyone who drank the small version cannot smell the danger and the effect on them increases. Aristocratic aromatherapy. One sniff and the murder paperwork files itself. She dissolves the small pills into enlightenment tea and invites the 7 guards. They drink happily, because enlightenment tea is precious, and Shen Ningsu personally inviting them feels like being knighted by a poisonous teapot. She complains that she dragged them from Yunqi City to this bitter, cold place. Wyang City is actually a famous cultivation city, but for Shen Ningsu, if the servants are fewer and the spiritual qi is thinner, apparently civilization has collapsed. Then she blames me for everything. The guards agree. They say I only suffered a tiny grievance, threw a tantrum, and turned unreasonable. One even thinks Shen Quanglin should not insist on capturing me alive. Perfect? If the incense burning pill makes them accidentally kill me, Shen Ningsu can pretend her hands are clean. She waits in Wyang City, sure I will come because I hate her. A scout arrives. She smiles, ready for news of me. The scout reports there is still no trace. Her smile dies on the spot. The face slap arrived by express courier, sealed with wax and malice. Back on Zuyan Peak, I test the Heavenly Desolation Demon Halberd. I inject spiritual qi. Nothing. More spiritual qi. Still nothing. Mu Qinghan watches the broken weapon miracle fail in real time, and quietly starts thinking I should become saint later, and choose a proper sect-protecting treasure from the 3rd level treasury. Her blood-slaying spear came from there. It is damaged too, but not nearly as badly, and it can repair itself with true qi and blood nourishment. It once stored power at martial saint level, which helped her block Shen Quanglin. That stored power is gone now, but recent battles have built it back to around martial king level, equivalent to early body integration stage. She would give it to me if she could, but sect-protecting treasures do not change masters unless the master dies. She does not know I would refuse anyway. That spear is hers, and my halberd is waking up. When I pour in half my spiritual power, black mist appears in my mind. A blurry figure speaks. It is the Heavenly Desolation Demon Halberd's divine obsession. It gives me the method to repair the halberd. Then it gives me a secret technique. Forbidden Blood Curse. Use it and for a short time, combat power multiplies tenfold. Below Spirit Severing stage, the price is Heart Blood or the Essence Blood of closest kin. If closest kin essence blood is used, the boost can even exceed 10 times. That is not a trump card. That is a royal war edict written in crimson ink. The divine obsession spends its last strength transforming my body. It cleanses my marrow, strengthens my tendons, clears out leftover impurities from absorbed power, and stabilizes every minor realm I have rushed through. My realm stays Golden Core stage level 9. My combat power jumps hard. With the Forbidden Blood Curse, Shen Ningsu is no longer just bait. She is reachable. Mu Qinghan hugs me the moment I wake. She claims she is simply too excited. The court finds this testimony charming, suspicious, and very tightly wrapped around my ribs. I become aware of certain dangerous senior sister facts, and immediately suggest we go catch goo insects. Tactical retreat. Very dignified. Do not question it. We take Huang into the 100,000 Mountains buffer zone. 4th rank Blood Fiend goo and 4th rank Hatred goo are rare, but Huang is now a 6-eared mountain search dog, which means hidden goo insects may as well be waving flags. Soon we catch 4 4th rank Blood Fiend goo and 3 4th rank Hatred goo. To refine the Bloodkin Sarira goo, I need 2 4th rank Blood Fiend goo, 1 4th rank Hatred goo, and material from close bloodkin. Shen Yuhang's lost arm can work, but Shen Ningsu has personally delivered herself to the southern wilderness. The harsher method is using her as the living core. With my goo fusion technique, the success rate becomes almost certain. I do not dwell on the cruelty. She fed me the god-swallowing soul-devouring pill, knowing exactly what nightly torment it would cause. Now karma has located her residence. Shen Ningsu waits and waits, but I still do not come. Finally, she decides I must be afraid of Wyang City's righteous experts, so she leaves the city under the excuse of visiting nearby forces. Good, because I am watching her too. The moment she leaves, my spy reports back. Mu Qinghan is ready to fly straight over, but I first report to Yan Zuyu. Yan Zuyu allows us to go, though the sect has just been attacked and she cannot openly send its top experts. After we leave, she quietly orders several experts to follow us, and only intervene if absolutely necessary. The demon sect does not raise greenhouse flowers. It merely places hidden guards behind the cliff. Very maternal, very armed. Before we depart, Zhao Xianji stops me. He still calls me Young Master Zhai. I tell him I am no longer the Shen family young master. He says I am still his young master. Then he asks if I am going to Wyang City to kill Shen Ningxu. I say yes. He kneels and tells me to think twice, not because he wants to save her, but because he smells a trap. His logic is clean. Shen Ningxu is an alchemy cultivator, pampered even more than Shen Hanshuang and Shen Qingyao. To her, Wyang City is already beneath her standards. Outside the city has thin spiritual qi, miasma, desolate land, and an ancient battlefield under black fog. For her to leave voluntarily is abnormal. I tell him it is not likely a trap. It is definitely a trap. Mu Qinghan and Zhao Xianji both stare. Yes, I knew. Shen Ningxu expected me inside Wyang City. When I did not bite, she stepped outside to make herself look easier to kill. Zhao Xianji asks why I would jump in if I already know. I look toward Wyang City and say, can a trap that has been completely seen through still be called a trap? Outside Wyang City, at Loyu Slope, Shen Ningxu is already miserable. Poor spiritual qi, bad smell, rough land, no comfort. Her royal delicacy has discovered the outdoors, and the outdoors has declined to apologize. A paper kite says I am coming. She orders the 7 hidden guards to wait until I am close before attacking. The incense burning pill has limited range, and because they are late-stage void refining, she needs everything tight. She can risk injury because she already refined the Phoenix Nirvana pill. If I hurt her, she can fake death, revive, and grow stronger. Everything is ready. Then 3 days pass. I stop about 200 miles from Wyang City and do nothing. Shen Ningxu wants to move closer, but that would make the trap too obvious, so she forces herself to keep visiting nearby families and sects. Meanwhile, I am lying in a sea of flowers. Mu Qinghan asks why we are waiting. I tell her Shen Ningxu is more anxious than us. She cannot endure the outside for long. Soon, she will raise the stakes herself. Then I tuck a flower into Mu Qinghan's hair. She asks if Shen Ningxu will fake an injury. I say no, she will be truly injured. At Kaiyun Peak's Qingya Academy, Shen Ningxu argues with a student, injures the student first, and provokes the academy experts. Qingya Academy is weaker than the Shen family, but not weak enough to swallow that insult. The 7 hidden guards move to protect her. Shen Ningxu orders them not to. She lets the academy experts badly injure her, then retreats toward Wyang City. The guards are shocked, but she says a fake injury would never fool me. It has to be real. The guards praise her wisdom and courage, saying she is more than 100 times stronger than me. She says nothing, but inside she is glowing. Am I even worthy of being compared to her? Back in the flowers, Mu Qinghan receives the news and looks at me like I just predicted thunder with a teacup. I take her hand and stand. She asks if we are finally going to kill Shen Ningxu. I look toward Wyang City. Yes, now we go kill Shen Ningxu. The sun is sinking when Shen Ningxu staggers back toward Wyang City, badly injured and coughing through pill after pill. Then her injuries suddenly worsen. She drops from the sky. Very dramatic, very tragic, very rehearsed. The 7 hidden guards in the Void Realm finally sense me and Mu Qinghan approaching from the shadows. They see no void refining or higher experts around us, so they immediately start celebrating in secret. In their minds, Shen Ningxu has won. The poor gentlemen have mistaken the stage curtain for the ending. I rush in with the 10,000 soul banner and say I have come to kill her. Shen Ningxu pretends to panic and flees toward Wyang City, but after only a few breaths I catch up. Just as the banner descends, the 7 hidden guards appear and attack. Shen Ningxu laughs and activates the incense burning pill. The pill does nothing to me because I took the Wangsu spring returning pill. It does nothing to Mu Qinghan because she has the stainless demon body. But those 7 guards drank the small incense burning pill earlier, so the fragrance pushes their power higher without them noticing. They meant to capture me. Their attacks now carry enough force to suppress and kill me. Shen Ningxu is delighted. Then Mu Qinghan moves. The blood-slaying spear erupts with the power it stored from recent battles, and the 7 late-stage void-refining guards are blown back, badly injured in one strike. Shen Ningxu's smile collapses. Mu Qinghan, who usually speaks with her spear and lets grammar fend for itself, suddenly starts mocking her. She asks whether Shen Ningxu truly thought the plan was flawless, whether she thought I had walked in blindly, whether she thought she was smarter than me. My word, senior sister has entered the ballroom with a rapier and a grievance. She tells Shen Ningxu the truth. I saw through everything. Leaving Wyang City, faking vulnerability, arranging the hidden encirclement. Every step, Shen Ningxu refuses to believe it at first. Then she remembers I delayed outside Wying City, stopped 200 miles away, and waited until she injured herself for real. The game was already over before she knew it had begun. Still, she has one last card, the Phoenix Nirvana Pill. Its power temporarily heals her injuries and pushes her combat strength up. She is Soul Transformation Stage Level 9. And with the pill, her fighting power rises close to Soul Transformation Stage Level 8. She tries to break free from the 10,000 Soul banner. She fails. I ask if her trump card was the Phoenix Nirvana Pill. That hits harder than the banner. I knew she would bring a life-saving method, and Shen Yuheng's Phoenix Divine Fruit made the answer obvious. Shen Ningxu finally understands. This was not a close match. This was a complete defeat, sealed with wax, stamped by the court and delivered to her face. Then I reveal why she cannot break free. She lost a great deal of essence blood while setting up this act. I use that essence blood to activate the forbidden blood curse, gaining more than 10 times combat power. Add the transformation from the Heavenly Desolation Demon Halberd's Divine Obsession, and Shen Ningxu's weak combat ability is not enough to save her. Golden Core Stage Level 9 against a Soul Transformation Stage Level 9 Alchemist. It should be impossible. Unfortunately for her, Impossible has been having a dreadful week. I ask if she remembers the first time I returned to the Shen family. Back then, she must have panicked that I would expose what happened 12 years ago. To hide the truth, she refined the God-swallowing, soul-devouring pill and fed it to me, knowing it would make me suffer every night. Now she knows I remember. Shen Ningxu breaks. She lowers her head, cries, calls me Xiao Zhai, says second sister was wrong, says she will compensate me, says she will treat me well in the future. The 7 guards stare in disbelief. They thought she had trapped me. Instead, Mu Qinghan crushed them. I crushed the plan, and now Shen Ningxu is begging. Their loyalty performs a brief calculation and resigns. They try to flee. Mu Qinghan was watching. Her spear blocks their escape, and I throw out the 10,000 soul banner. The 7 hidden guards are swept inside and refined. When I release Shen Ningxu from the banner, she thinks I have softened. Poor thing, hope is a terrible advisor. I flip my palm and 3 goo insects appear, 2 blood fiend goo, 1 hatred goo. Then I ask if she has heard of the bloodkin Sarira goo. She trembles immediately. To refine it, I need 2 blood fiend goo, 1 hatred goo, and material from close bloodkin. I already have the goo. The missing core is nailing in front of me. She tries the sister card. So I ask if she remembered being my sister 12 years ago when I wanted to warn Shen Quanglin and Qin Yunxi about danger, and she helped keep me trapped in the room. She panics and blames Shen Qingyao, saying the idea was hers. Useful? I thank her for confirming Shen Qingyao's role, and tell her I will find that sister later. But Shen Ningxu does not escape blame. Shen Qingyao proposed it, yes, but Shen Ningxu helped carry it out. Later, after I returned home, Shen Ningxu also refined the god-swallowing, soul-devouring pill herself. She tries to explain. She says if I had told the truth, father and mother would have scolded her. Mu Qinghan nearly erupts. I suffered nightly torment, and Shen Ningxu was afraid of being scolded. Good heavens, the noble household has spoken. Pain for me, etiquette, discomfort for her. A balanced ledger, apparently. I cripple Shen Ningxu's cultivation and destroy the sacred hands of alchemy she was so proud of. I keep the details short. The result is what matters. Her pride, her status, and her future as an alchemist are broken. Mu Qinghan steps in and throws every truth back at her. Because of Shen Ningxu, Shen Hanshuang, and Shen Qingyao, I spent 12 years wandering outside. The luxury they enjoyed should have been mine. The mud, hunger, and humiliation I endured should have belonged to the sisters who stole my chance to escape. Shen Ningxu begs me to stop Mu Qinghan and calls her a demonic pathwitch. That is a mistake. I remind her she is not worthy of insulting my senior sister. Then the blood fiend goo and hatred goo enter Shen Ningxu, and I begin refining the bloodkin Sarira goo with her as the living core. I do not describe the process. It is cruel, it is deliberate, and it is exactly the consequence she once handed me when she fed me that poison pill and walked away. Shen Ningxu begs for death instead. I tell her she clearly knew what kind of pain the god-swallowing, soul-devouring pill caused. That is precisely why this is happening now. The night falls. The bloodkin Sarira goo finally forms, glowing like a small blood-red gem. Mu Qinghan is overjoyed. I take it at once and begin refining it. Shen Ningxu drops from the air, barely held together by the remaining force of the refinement. I do not catch her. Mu Qinghan does not catch her, but another force appears and supports her. Mu Qinghan reacts instantly, striking with the blood-slaying spear and shattering most of that force. Still, enough remains to keep Shen Ningxu from falling apart completely. Then a man in green steps through the moonlight. Mu Qinghan recognizes him. Jiang Tangxiu, descendant of the Jiang family and an outer academy teacher of Qingya Academy. He looks at Shen Ningxu, frowns, and immediately begins preaching. He says Shen Ningxu is from a prestigious righteous path family, while Mu Qinghan and I are demonic path cultivators. If we want to kill her, fine, but why go so far? Mu Qinghan gives him the shortest answer possible. None of your business. Elegant, efficient, court-approved if the court has taste. Jiang Tangxiu calls her an unreasonable demonic sorceress. My eyes open, the temperature drops. I ask his name, and he gives it while looking down at me. Then he says he already knew I had fallen into the demonic path and harmed my own kin, but he did not expect me to treat my own sister like this. There it is. The righteous lecturer has arrived with a clean robe, clean hands, and a mouth full of borrowed morality. Mu Qinghan cannot stand it. She tells him he is self-righteous, then starts revealing the truth. Shen Ningxu caused my 12 years outside. Shen Ningxu and Shen Yuhang slandered me with the bathing accusation. Shen Ningxu forced me to take the god-swallowing soul-devouring pill, making me suffer every night. Shen Ningxu tries to interrupt. Mu Qinghan silences her. Jiang Tangxiu listens, frowns, pauses, and then says, even so, I should not be like this. Because she is my sister. Because I am a man. Because I should be magnanimous. I am refining the blood kin Sariragu, and my pitch-black golden core is already vibrating like it wants to break through. I plan to ignore him until my cultivation rose high enough to deal with him cleanly. But that sentence, no, absolutely not. I tell Jiang Tangxiu that of course he can advise magnanimity. He did not suffer what I suffered. With one flick of his refined scholar's tongue, he climbs onto the moral high ground and starts handing down pardons like a duke distributing stale biscuits. He calls me a disgrace to refinement. I almost laugh. I am a demonic path cultivator, in his own words, devoid of humanity. So why exactly would I need his refinement? Jiang Tangxiu is furious because I curse at him. Not because Shen Ningxu ruined my life. Not because she poisoned me. Not because she helped bury a 6-year-old child in 12 years of misery. No, the true crime is that I offended his scholarly ears. 9 golden chains form around him, shining like divine chains of order. He says Qingya Academy cultivates the Confucian Tao and convinces people through reason. So today he will make me thoroughly convinced. Then he shows a light shadow scene of Shen Ningxu injuring Qingya Academy students first. His point is simple. His academy had a grudge with Shen Ningxu too, yet he still came to save her. Is that not magnanimity? He expects me to blush with shame. I smile and say yes, I am narrow-minded. What is he going to do about it? Jiang Tangxiu freezes. He has never begged in alleys, never fought over food, never learned that face is useless when hunger is louder than pride. His noble lecture arrives wearing polished boots and no understanding. So I pick Shen Ningxu up and carry her toward the Yao beasts Mu Qinghan captured. Shen Ningxu panics and begs Jiang Tangxiu to save her. He flares with golden light and asks when this revenge cycle will end. Shen Ningxu is my biological sister, so tormenting her is tormenting myself. Will I truly be happy? I hand her to the Yao beasts. I am happy. Jiang Tangxiu says revenge only brings temporary pleasure, then endless emptiness and regret. That is when the blood kin Sarira Gu finishes refining inside me. My black golden core shatters, and a small figure appears in my danshin. Nascent soul. And because the nascent soul looks exactly like me, I have not just entered the realm. I have reached nascent soul 9th layer. The blood kin Sarira Gu raises a golden core cultivator by 1 full major realm. It did exactly what it promised. Finally, a demonic product with proper customer service. I tell Jiang Tangxiu he might be right about revenge fading. But constant revenge is sweet forever. I still have many people to settle accounts with, so regret can form an orderly queue behind the rest of the Shen family. Then I refine Shen Ningxu's sacred hands of alchemy. Like Shen Yuheng's Dao bones, they contain Dao essence and origin power. But they are not a complete special physique. So even after refining them, I do not break into soul transformation stage. That is expected. My next chance is not Jiang Tangxiu himself. It is his ancestor. The Jiang family was once illustrious in the southern wilderness, and one ancestor possessed the great sun golden crow body. If I can find that ancestor's remains and absorb the origin power, I may reach soul transformation. The Heaven-Devouring Demon Art also has a corpse puppet technique, so the remains might become useful twice. Grave robbing, perhaps, strategic ancestral asset recovery, much more elegant. Jiang Tangxiu finally attacks. His golden chains rush toward me, but he is too late. I flick my hand and the chains break. He is shocked. I am only nascent soul 9th layer. He is soul transformation stage level 9. With the great sun golden crow bloodline running in his veins, even if it has thinned over generations. By normal rules, he should crush me. Sadly for him, normal rules have filed for leave. I cast Blood Sea Thunderstorm. A crimson sea gathers above him, and blood-colored lightning crashes down. Jiang Tangxiu breaks it with one word. Mu Qinghan explains from the side. This is the Confucian divine ability called words carry the power of heaven, or words are law. Jiang Tangxiu cannot truly command law at soul transformation stage level 9. So he is really using spiritual power to resonate with heaven and earth spiritual chi. It looks clean, elegant, and terrifying because Confucian cultivators are very good at making effort look like poetry. Jiang Tangxiu sneers that Mu Qinghan knows nothing. Then he releases his noble spirit. Pure white chi turns into a giant dragon, bright enough to banish the night. He stands in green robes, hands behind his back, and orders it to slay the demon. Very impressive, very Academy brochure. I shout Night Parade of 100 Ghosts. Jiang Tangxiu immediately changes to a lightning technique, because lightning counters ghost spells. He even despises me for shouting the name of my move like an amateur. Except I was not casting Night Parade of 100 Ghosts. 3 blood-red gates rise instead and swallow his lightning. Triple Racenman, Jiang Tangxiu realizes he was tricked. Then 2 more gates appear. Quintuple Racenman, the triple version absorbs spell attacks. The quintuple version reflects them back even stronger, especially techniques designed to suppress demons. The evil faces on the gates open their eyes, and black lightning drowns Jiang Tangxiu. Shen Ningxu's last hope goes cold. I turn back toward her. Then the lightning explodes, and Jiang Tangxiu walks out alive. Golden pupils, golden light, great sun golden crow bloodline activated. He also uses the heavenly fate technique, a Qingye Academy secret technique. Mu Qinghan says even this fragment is powerful. It can multiply combat power, almost like being blessed by heavenly fate. I tell Mu Qinghan to let me try first. If I cannot win, senior sister can teach him manners. Before I attack, I draw more closkin essence from Shen Ningxu and activate Forbidden Blood Curse again. It is a heavy burden, but it will not damage my foundation. Jiang Tangxiu rises like a small sun and starts lecturing again. He admits he underestimated me, praises my talent, then says my killing intent is too heavy. People should repay malice with kindness. If everyone answered blood with blood, the world would fall into chaos. Then he raises his hand to eliminate me for the sake of a pure and bright world. Do you hear that, audience? He said repay malice with kindness, and then immediately ordered my execution. The hypocrisy has entered court wearing a golden crown. His palm falls like a great sun golden crow spreading its wings. I release the 10,000 soul banner. Black mist rolls like an ocean. Over 1,000 ghosts roar. The 7 void refining hidden guards have not been fully refined yet, but the banner has already been strengthened by swallowing them. Add my forbidden blood curse and the 10,000 soul banner technique, and the whole night turns into a gate opening toward hell. Jiang Tangxiu's palm is swallowed. The ghosts surge forward. His golden light fades. He is forced back step by step. Then I lock him with 2 soul transformation refined souls and drag him before me. Now the righteous lecturer is afraid. He warns me that if I kill him, the Jiang family and Qingye Academy will not let me off. I remind him that he just preached repaying grievance with virtue. If I kill him, should he not understand and forgive me? His mouth opens. For once, nothing elegant comes out. I pin him down with the 10,000 soul banner. Jiang Tangxiu tries to escape with his primordial spirit, but I catch it and throw it into the banner. He switches from lofty judgment to little friend Shen. We can talk this over. So quickly it nearly gives the moon whiplash. Too late. The 10,000 soul banner refines him. While refining his divine soul, I gain his memories and techniques. That is one of the banner's best uses. No separate soul-searching technique required, and ordinary lineage restrictions cannot stop it. The prize is the Heavenly Fate technique. At first, it looked like a simple combat boost. Useful but not outrageous. Then I see the real teeth. The complete version can evolve enemy techniques, find flaws, and perform improved versions. Jiang Tangxiu only had a fragment, and he never understood what he was holding. I learned the fragment after seeing it once. That confirms something important. My comprehension is already strong, but the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art also helps me master its own spells even faster. Why did the art appear in my mind? Why the cicada cries? Questions for later. Vengeance first, philosophy after tea. I check Jiang Tangxiu's storage pouch. Most of it is uninteresting, but one item is valuable, so I put it away. Then I absorb the thin Great Sun Golden Crow bloodline in his remains. It contains Tao essence and origin power, pushing me a step closer to soul transformation. Then I look back at Shen Ningxu. She seems half-mad, laughing one moment and crying the next. Mu Qinghan asks if this affects my plan. I say no. I kept her alive because I wanted to test living sacrifice and blood refining. Shen Ningxu instantly snaps back to clarity. So the madness was fake. She hoped pity would save her. It did not. I saw through it long ago. I activate the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art and try to merge my understanding of living sacrifice and blood refining into it. The experiment fails. I keep this clean. Shen Ningxu dies from the failed attempt, and I absorb the remaining life energy. My cultivation improves, but I still do not break into soul transformation stage. That failure proves the problem I sensed back in Kangzhou City. Ordinary devouring wastes too much, but living sacrifice and blood refining cannot simply be forced into the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art by guesswork. I had protected Shen Ningxu's primordial spirit before the experiment. It is barely holding together, and she tries one last bargain. She will tell me a secret if I let her go. I tell her if she dies, I can still learn it. Then I refine her primordial spirit into the 10,000 soul banner and read her memories. That is when I discover one thing I guessed wrong. Shen Ningxu came to the southern wilderness to kill me, yes. But Shen Quanglin's actual order was to bring me back to the Shen family alive and try not to hurt me. Mu Qinghan stiffens and asks if that means he still loves me. Am I going back? I tell her no. First, Shen Quanglin is no longer my father. Second, he does not love me. He loves my combat power and potential. When Shen Yuhang was the family's #1 prodigy, Shen Quanglin cherished him. Now I crushed Shen Yuhang, so if I returned I would become the new prize. And if a stronger Shen descendant appeared tomorrow, Shen Quanglin would throw me aside again. That is not love. That is talent management in a family robe. I tell Mu Qinghan I will not return to the Shen family as their young master. If I return, it will only be for revenge. Her tension finally eases, but guilt follows. She thinks she is selfish for wanting me away from them. I pull her into my arms and tell her love is inherently selfish. If the Shen family were proper family, she would not feel this way. Since they are not, she has done nothing wrong. Under the moonlight, she looks up at me, closes her eyes, and rises onto her toes. We are finally about to kiss. Then Kaiyun Peak erupts in the distance. Qingye Academy has discovered Jiang Tangxiu's soul lamp went out. Again, somebody interrupts us at the exact last second. Mu Qinghan's fury goes volcanic. Last time it was the Undying Demon Sect and Maioyu Demon Sect. This time it is Qingye Academy. At this rate, romance in the southern wilderness requires military escort and a written permit from heaven. I take her hand, and we flee toward the myriad blood demon sect. Qingye Academy, the Jiang family, and the Shen family all send experts to intercept us, but they arrive too late. The myriad blood demon sect has people waiting to receive us, and we return safely into the 100,000 mountains. Behind us, Qingye Academy and the Jiang family cultivators are furious and afraid. They already feared Mu Qinghan's stainless demon body. Now there is me too. I left the Shen family not long ago, and I am already nascent soul 9th layer. Yes, I use demonic methods like the blood Kinsar Ragu, which work best in early realms, but even accounting for that, my speed is monstrous. If they fail to kill me now, in a few years, maybe even 2 or 3, my revenge may come for all of them. While they panic, the Shen family cultivators send the news back to the north border through a teleportation formation. While I am safely back inside the 100,000 mountains, the north border is doing what noble families do best: collapsing in silk robes. Cut to Wudong Court. Shen Yuhang is soaking in a medicinal bath, wrapped in holy and divine medicines. Qin Yunxi has mostly healed the wound on his forehead, but he still needs a jade forehead protector to preserve that sacred young lord image. His lost arm is worse. Because Yan Zuyu's magic treasure caused it, he cannot regrow it until spirit severing stage. For Shen Yuhang, that means maybe 10 years. 10 years of looking down and remembering I took something from him. He tries to calm down. It fails. Every night he dreams of trampling me, stealing the Dao bone near my heart, forming the flawless Dao body. killing Mu Qinghan, destroying the demon sect, and becoming the #1 figure of the righteous path. Then he wakes up. Tragic, the fantasy trial version expires at dawn. His only comfort is the supreme bone theory. I must have had a supreme bone. Otherwise, how could a nobody like me crush his 17 Dao bones? Then a letter arrives from the southern wilderness. Shen Yuheng thinks Shen Ningxu has sent news that I am captured or dead. Instead, the first line is from Mu Qinghan, and she has chosen violence by stationary. She tells him that as she writes, I am refining his 2 Dao bones. He schemed for my Dao bone, framed me, and treated me like I was unworthy to be his elder brother. In the end, his bones became my nourishment. Shen Yuheng tries to crush the letter. Bad move, a small sound recording formation activates, and Mu Qinghan's voice reads the rest aloud. If he tears it, burns it, or crumples it, the insult continues anyway. My senior sister sent a haunted letter with automatic playback. Most refined, most diabolical, the Victorian Postal Service could never. First, she thanks him. After I refined his 2 Dao bones, my cultivation reached Golden Core stage level 8. Then she cuts deeper. He probably thinks I beat him because my Dao bone was special. But when I arrived at the Myriad Blood Demon Sect, I had already removed and refined my own Dao bone. So I did not crush his 17 Dao bones with 1 Dao bone. I crushed him with a mortal body. That is the moment his last excuse dies. Shen Yuheng breaks. His wounds flare, his spiritual energy runs backward. And when his trusted subordinate Fang Changlin panics, Shen Yuheng demands he say Shen Yuheng is stronger than me. Fang Changlin trembles too hard to answer. Shen Yuheng decides silence is betrayal. I will keep it clean, Fang Changlin does not survive. When Shen Yuheng finally sees what he has done, he blames me. If I did not exist, Mu Qinghan would not have written the letter. If the letter had not arrived, he would not have lost control. Therefore, in his royal little courtroom, I killed Fang Changlin. Wonderful logic. A vase falls and somehow the gardener is arrested. Then the backlash hits. Shen Yuheng's cultivation drops from Golden Core stage level 2 to level 1. And Qin Yunxi is not even there. She has gone back to Yayachi Holy Land to find a way to heal him faster. And the envelope is not finished. The image and sound recording talisman activates by itself after 15 minutes, because Mu Qinghan knew he would never dare watch it willingly. The scenes enter his mind. Me refining his 2 Dao bones and Huang devouring Alan, his precious illusionary moon pink butterfly snake. His golden core cracks. Before he drops even further, Shen Hanchuang rushes in, destroys the talisman and stabilizes him. She asks what happened. Shen Yuheng lies instantly. He says I had Mu Qinghan provoke him while he was injured, forcing him into qi deviation. Fang Changlin's death, not his fault. Mine, Shen Hanchuang accepts the servant's death as unimportant. The real issue is that Shen Quanglin already dislikes Shen Yuheng, so he must stop making mistakes. Noble justice, ladies and gentlemen. A man is dead, but the urgent matter is brand management. Then she asks what the letter said. Shen Yuheng cannot admit the mortal body truth, so he edits the story. He claims Mu Qinghan mocked him for losing to my 1 Dao bone, and insulted Shen Hanchuang for cherishing him instead of me. Shen Hanchuang believes the version that protects her favorite lie. She says my Dao bone must be a supreme bone, and promises one day she will dig it out and give it to him. Shen Yuheng is comforted and terrified, because if she learns I had no Dao bone at all, the truth stands there naked. He lost to a mortal body. So in his mind, I have to die soon. Cut to the Shen family meeting hall. Shen Quanglin orders Shen Yuheng, Shen Hanchuang and Shen Qingyao to kneel. Shen Yuheng thinks the Shen Moen evidence has exposed him. But no, today Shen Quanglin is here for the sisters. He asks about 12 years ago. The hall goes cold. Under his pressure, Shen Qingyao breaks first. She admits that when I was a child, I had a sharp intuition for danger. On the night the ancestral land was attacked, I sensed danger and tried to warn Shen Quanglin and Qin Yunxi. Shen Qingyao wanted the credit, so she locked me in a room and took Shen Hanchuang and Shen Ningxu to report it herself. Before they could speak, the enemy attack began. That one selfish choice trapped me, separated me from the family, and threw me into 12 years outside. For once, the room has no jokes. Shen Quanglin strikes Shen Qingyao, then Shen Hanchuang when she tries to defend her. He says the eldest sister should have stopped the selfishness, not joined it. Then he gives the punishment. Shen Hanchuang and Shen Qingyao must go to the southern wilderness, reach the gates of the Myriad Blood Demon Sect, carry thorns on their backs, kneel, apologize, and kowtow until I forgive them. He thinks my nature is kind. If my resentment fades, I may return to the Shen family. My word, the man has discovered apology as a capture technique. Shen Hanchuang tries to bargain, saying Shen Ningxu is already in the southern wilderness. Shen Quanglin drops the news, Shen Ningxu is dead. The room freezes. The report says Mu Qinghan killed her. Before that, Jiang Tangxiu intervened, and Mu Qinghan revealed that Shen Ningxu was involved in the 12-year incident. That made Shen Quanglin remember the night the three sisters came to him, so he bluffed. And Shen Qingyao confessed. Shen Hanshuang is shaken, but still resentful. Why is father questioning them instead of avenging Shen Ningxu? Because to her, my 12 years are old news. Her consequence is today's inconvenience. Shen Quanglin tells them to leave immediately. Shen Hanshuang looks to Shen Yuheng, the younger brother she has protected for years, and sends a divine thought begging him to plead for her. He lowers his head and pretends not to hear. That silence hurts more than the slap. For the first time, Shen Hanshuang remembers me clearly. At 3, I bandaged her after sword practice. At 4, I gave her a medicinal pill when she met a bottleneck. At 5, I planted irises for her birthday. Even after 12 years outside, I came back with an iris for her. She had treated all of it as annoying. Now Shen Yuheng, the brother she treasured, will not even speak one sentence for her. Regret finally finds a crack. She takes Shen Qingyao's hand and says maybe they really should apologize to Zaya Ojai. The question is whether realizing it now means anything at all. Shen Hanshuang is almost ready to apologize, so naturally the Shen family immediately ruins the moment. Shen Qingyao refuses to go. She blames Shen Quanglin for Shen Ningxu's death, says I am a low-class rogue who belongs with demonic path people like Mu Qinghan, and drags out every old accusation again. Flying sword, bath scandal, undergarments. Shen Quanglin asks whether she dares mention those accusations when she knows the truth. That shuts her up. During the Jiang Tangxiu fight, Mu Qinghan revealed the bath accusation was fake. So Shen Quanglin asks the obvious. If that was fabricated, were the flying sword and undergarment accusations fake too? Shen Hanshuang, Shen Qingyao, and Shen Yuheng panic. Then they deny everything. Bold strategy, terrible morals, very family brand. Shen Quanglin raises his hand, but Qin Yunxi arrives and blocks him. She shields the three of them and attacks him instead. Mu Qinghan is a demonic path witch. Shen Ningxu, Shen Qingyao, and Shen Hanshuang would never use their own dignity or treasured sword to frame me. And Shen Yuheng is kind, innocent, still only a child. The royal nursery defense has entered court once more. Shen Yuheng and Shen Qingyao relax. Shen Hanshuang does not, because she knows Mu Qinghan was telling the truth. The sisters and Shen Yuheng did frame me. They wanted me hated, stripped of my Dao bone, and removed before the 12-year secret could ever surface. For one breath, Shen Hanshuang almost confesses. Then she crushes the thought. If Qin Yunxi learns the truth, mother will be disappointed. So I can suffer a little longer. Surely when she apologizes, I will forgive her and help hide it. How generous! She burns the house and asks whether I might kindly sweep the ashes. Then Qin Yunxi hears the punishment. Kneel at the myriad blood demon sect gate and beg me to return. She explodes. Shen Ningxu was killed cruelly because of me, and Shen Quanglin still wants to send the other daughters to die. That shocks Shen Quanglin. His report said Mu Qinghan killed Shen Ningxu. Qin Yunxi says I did it. Someone in the Shen family altered the Southern Wilderness report. Another traitor. Shen Quanglin orders a full internal investigation, then cancels the apology trip for now. After the children leave, he shows Qin Yunxi the image and sound recording talisman he had prepared. The punishment was partly theater. He wanted me to see him recognizing his mistakes and forcing the sisters to apologize, hoping my heart would soften and I would come home. So yes, Shen Quanglin invented apology theater and recorded it for delivery. One man, one talisman, zero emotional comprehension. Qin Yunxi rejects it. I have fallen into the demonic paths. Shen Ningxu died because of me. Even if I wanted to return, she would not tolerate it. Shen Quanglin argues they wronged me first, especially if the pill, frame-ups, and 12-year incident are true. Qin Yunxi refuses to believe it. Her daughters would never. Shen Yuheng definitely would never. She tells Shen Quanglin to find the traitor, while she handles me herself. Meanwhile, at Iris Court, Shen Yuheng chases after Shen Hanshuang and repairs the crack in her trust with tears. He says he stayed silent because pleading might have cost him the young lord position, and only by keeping that position could he help her later. He even shows the nail marks on his palm as proof of how hard he endured. Those marks came from fear, but Shen Hanshuang looks at his tearful face and believes him. Evidence has left the courtroom. Puppy eyes have taken the bench. Then Shen Yuhang pivots. Shen Quanglin values me too much. If father gets evidence that they framed me, he may kill them. Even Qin Yunxi might turn if she learns the full truth. So they must strike first. Shen Hanshuang asks if he means killing father. Even Shen Yuhang freezes. The young lord wanted murder, yes, but not the patricide premium edition. He says they need to kill me before I can send proof. As long as I am dead, Shen Quanglin will stop caring because a dead person has no talent. Shen Hanshuang agrees. Yunqi City has upgraded its defenses, so I will not return there soon. The 100,000 mountains cannot be stormed. Shen Ningxu's bait plan already failed. So Shen Hanshuang decides she and Shen Qingyao will go south anyway. Not to apologize, but to kill me. Shen Yuhang pretends to worry. Shen Hanshuang smiles and says she already has a method, but it needs his help. Later, Shen Yuhang returns to Wudong Court, sees the Phoenix divine medicine plant without its fruit, and nearly folds in half from financial grief. Shen Ningxu took his Phoenix divine fruit and died. Now Shen Hanshuang has emptied part of his treasury for another plan. At this point, funding my assassination has become the worst investment scheme in the North Border. Still, Shen Yuhang thinks her plan is more reliable. Then he contacts his death servant. The servant still has not found Shen Moen's image and sound recording talismans. Even after dealing with the servants and maids Shen Moen dismissed, Shen Yuhang refuses to gamble. He orders the death servant to silence everyone those servants and maids contacted over the past few days. The death servant goes quiet. That means hundreds. Shen Yuhang says he is the hope of the Shen family and the future righteous path. One day he will save countless people, so sacrificing a few hundred now is acceptable. Listen closely. That is not a villain monologue. That is a saint polishing his halo with other people's lives. Cut back to the myriad blood demon sect. Mu Qinghan and I have just paid respects to Yan Zuyu, and now we walk toward Kaioshan Peak. Along the way, disciples bow. Saintess, saint, technically I am only a saint candidate, but I went from Golden Core 9th layer to Nascent Soul 9th layer in a few days, captured Shen Ningxu at Soul Transformation Stage Level 9, and killed Jiang Tangxiu at Soul Transformation Stage Level 9. Demonic path people may be walking legal concerns, but they respect strength with religious devotion. So the candidate part quietly disappears. Mu Qinghan is happy until she spots Pei Liasheng, the disciple who mocked me for choosing the broken Heavenly Desolation demon halberd. He has just returned from a mission, heard what happened in the southern wilderness, and is trying to leave before Consequence learns his address. Too late, Mu Qinghan flicks a withered leaf. Pei Liasheng falls before he can plead. No spear, no grand technique, just a leaf and a saintess with a grudge. I notice her cultivation has improved. She instantly turns shy and says it is thanks to me, because fighting strong enemies around me helped her digest new battle insights. The nearby disciples almost short-circuit. One moment she is winter execution. The next she is blushing because I praised her progress. Truly, the face-changing speed is unlawful. I take her hand and bring her to the library pavilion. Yan Zuyu has given me saint-level privileges, so I go straight to the 7th floor, where ancient books and rare fragments are stored. I need a real way to integrate living sacrifice and blood, refining into the Heaven-Devouring Demon Art. Shen Ningxu's failed experiment proved guessing is not enough. The books give me ideas. I settle in and read. Mu Qinghan sits beside me and digests her battle gains. Her true chi grows stronger, but her talent is frightening, so she finishes quickly. Then she looks at me. The sun falls through the pavilion windows. I am sitting under the shelves in black robes, head lowered over an ancient book, still chasing a method through old pages and broken fragments. For once, nothing interrupts. Mu Qinghan remembers a line of poetry she heard when we were starving children outside a tavern. A young master like this should only be seen in paintings, not among the dusty world. Then she leans forward and kisses my cheek. I freeze. Before I can turn, she whispers for me to continue my research and not be distracted. Then she flees. Audience, we survived sect wars, assassination arrays, righteous lectures, blood curses, and 3 separate romance interruptions. At last, cheek-level progress. Small step for cultivation. Giant leap for 2 emotionally damaged people. Mu Qinghan leaves smiling so brightly, the disciples outside wonder if their eyes are broken. Then she goes to Baikal Mountain, terrifying every deacon in the food and cuisine workshops by asking for 1 bag of flour and tools to steam buns. The saintess who can drop a soul transformation disciple with a leaf has entered her bakery arc. Kindly remain respectful. She makes the buns herself because that is how we met. Back then, when we were starving children, I gave her half a steamed bun and saved her life. To her, that half-bun became the most delicious food in memory. Deep into the night, she returns to the library pavilion with a steamer of hot buns. The moment I see them, the old days come back. Two children and Old Yellow, begging for food, enduring insults, surviving one mouthful at a time. It was hard, it is over now, but Old Yellow is gone. Mu Qinghan hugs me and says we will definitely kill Shen Yuhang to avenge him. I agree, then I eat a bun, tell her it is delicious, and bring out a jar of divine medicine and century-old monkey wine from Jiang Tangxiu's storage pouch. She laughs because who pairs steamed buns with wine? I tell her these are not ordinary steamed buns. They are senior sister's steamed buns, the finest delicacy in the world. We clink cups. For one night, the cruel world almost lets us breathe. Almost? Because while Mu Qinghan and I drink in the library pavilion, Shen Hanshuang is preparing to come south with a new killing plan. And Shen Yuhang's death servant is already moving through Yunqi City to erase every trace Shen Moen left behind. One quiet night on my side, hundreds of silenced mouths on his, and somewhere between those two, the next trap is already walking toward me.